Hello everyone, welcome to 3D Screenplays Pathfinder, episode 56. Let's go to our bitches.
No, we didn't fuck with him.
You didn't!
Yeah, he did so fast. He fell
He
out.
was
definitely rushing
I've learned to finish fast with you
all
people.
of the shitty people who would do it had their mouths full of pizza.
We are sans Drew for tonight, so...
Oh.
But we miss him.
I miss you, numb friend. I learned to do it quick with you guys.
It's not satisfying, but it gets it done.
Oh.
So wham bam, thank you, man.
Speaking of getting it done, who will give an overview of last game?
Not me, because I was like in and out.
Where did we start off?
We had just
Telfrey off.
had Rook woke up.
Yeah, I woke up and I was like, where am I?
Yeah, they had a dream.
Oh.
Yeah, we woke
It was
up
the
in
introduction
Saren's Ray.
Yeah, and Rook came and joined us again.
Yep.
Yeah.
He told us that he had a dream, like a fever dream, and wanted to tell us that, or talk to us about it later. We said cool. Then we split the party. Half of us went and shopped and bought supplies and stuff in the black market and got some information. The other half of us went to recover the spoon that Wiggum left with Lady
The
Catriona.
bag of spoons.
The bag of spoons, the spoon in particular.
The spoon collection.
The spoon collection from Lady Catriona. Then we couldn't do that, so that
Different bag.
then we went back to do the Chanter's board or the bounty board, whatever it is, and then heard about some drug dealers and sketchy part of town and thought we could handle that. So then we went over there and nothing came of that. So then we came back and then we kind of met up with the other half of our crew that after they were done shopping.
And they were drinking.
We were drinking.
They were drinking, and we invested in a bread.
We discovered sliced bread.
We discovered sliced bread.
Was it Parker's?
Yes.
Yeah.
Parker's sliced bread. So we all invested in that.
Oh,
and then,
Oh, yeah.
We gave him a lot of money.
more than he will ever
More than
need.
he deserved.
But
We were drunk.
It's not good, it's Parker's.
we
Wait, it's not witchcraft, it's Parker's sliced bread.
Yeah.
Had to find the card!
That's very funny. Then we talked about what we were going to go. We managed to talk at Laura to kind of hold the fort down at Saren's Ray until we get back. We went and got the breath respirators or whatever, so we could breathe underwater from Lake Catriona. We established that in a day and a half we would go down to Undercity. We then
Found out that, what's his face?
What's his bucket?
Florton had
Florton.
killed 2 of the diplomats.
oh, that was it.
Mhm.
The
And
ones
their
that stayed
families.
behind. Yeah.
Yeah.
And their families to kind of send a message to us. We're imagining it's
That were
families.
fucked.
And so, yeah, that's all I can really remember up until the end, where then we all met up after to the Longhorn and sat around the fire and drank hot cocoa and alcohol. And Rook told us all about his dream and about how when he was a kid, a creature of some sort attacked his village, and he doesn't really know what it is, but he wants to kill it. And Garen kind of swore his allegiance to it, and all of us were like, yeah, that sounds cool. We'll try and do that with you. And
Added to the ledger.
yeah, that was
Yeah.
pretty much
It's added to Party Companion Quest.
everything I could think of.
That sounds about right.
Okay.
If
Not missing
Marius
anything.
was to age very suddenly.
What?
But yeah, that's the bulk of it. No?
Yeah, I think so. That's
Yeah.
about it.
It was a very chill game last week.
Yeah, there wasn't a whole lot else notable that happened that I can think of.
I can think of one thing just because it was funny and awesome. Was we managed to get Civil a really cool
Oh, that's right.
statue thing.
Oh, the
Um,
shining symbol.
And we led that up by telling, or Wiggum led that up by telling her that we had bought, or she had bought this horrendous, awful episode 1 fabric for creation of Sybil's shirt.
I needed a shield.
And it was very funny.
The brilliant flash symbol.
Oh.
And then we got
That's right.
the symbol.
Which is like a really cool special.
And Gary got a hit
That broke his leg in the
finally.
black market.
Sure.
During the time where
Oh,
we
true.
were in the black market, we were told by, I don't remember her name,
Oh, yeah.
that someone was spying on us.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And
Oh,
apparently, as we were going to leave, I mean, she showed it to him to us in a mirror. But as we were going to leave, he fell over and broke his leg.
And you guys just kept walking.
And we were just like,
Oh yeah.
sucks to suck.
Oh, I forgot about him. He was obviously important, guys.
Obviously.
Well, you know, come
so
on.
important.
No, but
Alright.
it was really
Yeah,
freaking
totally
funny.
forgot about that.
So you
That's
guys
so disturbing.
drank the night away, you partied. Y'all got some alchemist mercies ahead of time because you knew that there might be a problem.
I have 47 in my
Yeah.
purse bag.
I'm assuming that you would be generous.
Probably give them out to people.
Alright.
But the sober one out of us.
So all of you wake up, some of you with headaches, but y'all just take a nice drink.
I think I also have like an absurd
About 10
memory.
minutes
Sorry.
in, y'all just kind of wake up, you're roused to the smell of bacon that's drifting in through Saren's Ray, and pancakes, and some vanilla syrup.
I'll come in from the balcony.
Huh?
I'll come in from the balcony.
Alright.
That's where I sleep now, apparently.
I'd like to write a letter to Whitechapel about, Nimblehawk.
What are you saying?
My dearest Whitechapel. Just kind of touching on what happened there with Gendor and the residents and the state of the town.
Why the gnomes are there?
Huh?
Why the gnomes are...
Why the gnomes are there, yeah, and the curse upon the ground and how they need help to rebuild. I have the key if they need it. Me and my party are currently staying at Saren's Ray, but we will be going to Undercity soon. Otherwise, I would have came in person, wishing everybody best. You know, kind of just that, covering the basics. Seeing if they can send aid in any way possible.
Alright, so you're keeping the key with you?
Yeah. Until I return.
Okay.
Maybe I'll leave it with Ordina and Otmar here at Saren's Ray. Oridia, sorry.
You mess up
What
her
was it?
name every time. Ordina.
Oridia and Atmar here for them if they need it. I think that's what I'll do.
Okay.
And then I'll go and find Atmar and Oridia and be like, here, please keep this safe. This is very, very important. Only if another Dawnbringer comes to pick it up and have proof of said
There are more
Dawnbringer.
of you?
There are.
Yeah, like, I thought you said you were like the last one of them.
Dawnbringer.
The last
The
Dawnbringer.
last Dawnbringer. There are. It's an order of paladins.
Oh, it just
The
sounds
highest
like you're
order.
So wait,
like...
you're like just the last in a long list.
Exactly.
Versus like
Oh, I thought you were like the Avenger, like you were like...
That sounds like climactic.
Oh, I agree. I still think
What-
you're awesome. Hello?
Who is it?
Answer.
Right.
oh no. don't-
Antler comes in, carrying trays of food. I
Oh.
brought you breakfast!
Oh, that's the best ever!
Ah.
There's sausage!
Did you comb your hair?
I did.
It looks nice.
I don't like it. It feels too straight. I like it curvy.
Thanks for breakfast.
Thank you.
How are you getting adjusted to this to staying at Saren's Ray?
They're great. They said I could be naked.
Aw,
Excellent.
sounds like a
There you
perfect
go.
job for you.
Yes. We are going to Undercity, as you know, and I've sent word, and I'm showing you the letter and everything of what happened down in Gimble Hop. And this is the key to Gimble Hop. I'm entrusting it to you. It is my item, but you're just holding it for me so that you can keep it for the time being until a paladin of Serenray or a signed letter from the head of Whitechapel requests it. Otherwise, I will come and return and get it back as soon as I can.
Do you want me to put that letter in the outgoing mail for you?
Yes, please, thank you. And please help. It's not Lydia.
Yeah, it's already.
It is
You
Lydia.
had it right that time.
Okay. Please help Lydia. She needs a lesson in conviction and keeping one's ideals in check.
She only had one drink this morning.
Proud of her. Please keep an eye on her. Be her support.
You know, I didn't know you could use a bucket as a drink, but... You know, I think that...
You know, you
I
do
believe she
something
can.
new every day.
You know, I think I did too.
You know, that's pretty cool.
Covering.
But that's all. Thank you.
There's also a storm coming in from the west. It should be here in a couple days from what I've gathered.
I see.
If that's important to your travel plans. I mean, you're going under the water, so I can't say that.
Under the sea.
Probably going to be a problem for you.
I see. Well, thank you for informing us.
Wait, did you say probably going to be a problem for us or not?
Probably not,
Oh,
unless
right.
the wind is going to go
I just
underwater.
misheard you. Stop on my wrist.
Yeah. Maybe it's earwax.
Probably.
You can use that to build candles.
Orcs have a lot of earwax, let me tell you.
Oh. He's going to...
Okay, that's enough.
Oh, okay.
I just spin him.
I just wanted to say thank you for staying. I know you wanted to come with us, but you know, we're going somewhere where we really don't want to be noticed. And being a dwarf that doesn't wear clothes might get us noticed. And it's one of those things where so thank
That
you.
makes a lot of sense. See, I'm just not...
Thank you though
Ah, yeah.
for staying.
I will make sure everything here stays good. Anything else you want me to watch? I mean, I have a key.
I would ask you to watch over my animals, but here's the thing. They're a wily bunch. I don't think you want them to stay in here.
Why not?
They're gonna get fucking bored. And they will tear up this
I'll
room.
take them for walks.
It's not gonna work like that, my little friend. I'm sorry. I hope you understand.
No, sure, that's fine.
Otherwise, I would.
Where do
Sound
you-
fair?
That sounds fair. Where do you intend to?
Oh, we're just gonna go out in the forest. They're smart enough, they'll stay together.
Really a
What?
interesting group.
It's not the first time I've left them by themselves.
It's impressive.
They got a nice tidy bond, if I do say so myself.
I believe that.
They're like the only adventure party, just like us.
We will make sure to find a time to go and do that. Is there any other business we need to take care of before we go down?
Oh, we have a bit of stuff we need to do. We need to stock up on potions just in case and get a little shopping done. I know that sucks, but we do need some more potions.
If we need normal stuff, maybe we should write that down on a break and then just say we spent this money on this.
Pretty much.
All right.
Sure.
So, anything besides the generic shopping?
I need to go see Catriona.
I'm sure we're gonna go and see
Yeah,
Catriona
probably
before we go down there.
Yeah.
All right.
Do you need to go and see her for a personal thing, or do you just need to go over the little things?
Kind of personal, but I can do it with the party around.
Yeah, I need to thank her for sending a letter for me. She's been pretty helpful so far.
She's been pretty cool.
It's no wonder, like, old Novus Familia locked them.
Yeah.
Her. I meant them as in, like, the general and shit.
I understand.
Well, are we gonna go or what?
Zembe, do you still have that trident that you got from the Myriad that you were using to calm the seas.
I think I sold that.
You what?
No, I tried to sell it.
No.
I tried to sell it, but
He went for it and he didn't get what he wanted, so he's holding on to it until he gets a better offer.
That'll be very
I'm trying
useful when we go down underwater.
will it?
It's a trident that controls the tides. Don't you think that would
No,
be useful? underwater?
I can walk on water,
Is that what that?
and I can calm a sea, but I don't know how that's going to work underwater.
I'm sure if there's a storm coming, then it could be useful to keep on hand until at least we
Isn't
get
it a
back.
few miles down, though? Storm? I mean,
I don't know. I've never been below the ocean.
Well, I mean, we have been below the ocean when we were on that ghost ship. Remember?
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
and then we... Whoop,
But look, Zempe, you gotta understand, not all of us can breathe underwater like you.
oh, I just don't breathe.
I know, but look, we can't all do that. Like, I can cast a spell that
Wait.
makes it so that we can breathe underwater for like maybe 8 hours. That's about it.
Oh.
Yeah. So we gotta think about the entire party, Zempe, not just
He
you.
rolls up a pancake.
Where are your parents?
Where are your parents?
The last time I saw them, they were walking away. They were supposed to come here.
Oh, shit!
Oh dear.
Books it outside.
Zempe, wait. Oh, shit.
I really hope they don't want to come with us.
I really hope not, because his mom is insufferably.
I don't like.
She's fucking crazy.
I don't.
My mom and her would never act like that in her right mind. Never.
If she
Maybe.
decides to come with us, there is no doubt in my mind that we will also all just get killed.
I believe
What if
they
we
can
push
stay
really
here and keep the key in case people come back to cleanse the...
But what about April?
Outlaw will protect them.
Hello.
Found my parents.
Where? Oh,
They're
okay.
they're right next door.
Oh.
Well,
Thank goodness.
Well,
That's
that's what
convenient.
that noise was.
What noise?
Nothing. I just. Never mind.
As in like next door San Fray or next doors in the next room?
As in, like, down the next room down and over.
Ah, excellent. Okay.
Oh.
I'll go and talk
Okay.
to them.
Never mind.
Thank you for fighting me.
My mom's not talking. It's a little weird.
We'll,
Well, that's why it's
That's
been so
very
quiet.
strange, actually.
I think she's pissed.
Great. Let her be pissed. It'll teach her a lesson.
Like, okay, but what kind of pissed? Like angry pissed or like pissed?
Yeah, right. There's a defined distinction between pissed.
is
Is
Outlaw
she drunk or is she a bitch?
Is she angry or is she drunk?
Both. I don't think she's been drinking.
So
She may have had a couple good mushrooms, though.
is Antler still in the room with us?
No, Antlar left.
Okay, I'll go and get Outlaw really quick.
Why?
Because I need to get the key back from him. So I can give it to Zempri's parents and
I'm
Zempri's
gonna go out on the balcony while you deal with this dwarf.
Drink.
Drink.
I'm gonna go into my
The
room,
booty
which
shake.
is just the
As you go down the stairs, you turn left, and there's just dwarf crotch as he's like on a stool. Hello.
Hello, Outlaw. So, change of plans. Can I please give the key to Zempe's parents, and you can just protect Zempe's parents until people come to take them back to Gimelhop?
Sure.
Excellent, thank you. I would like... I don't know where you pulled that from.
This bag of holding.
Okay, perfect. Just blocking off this, and you just reached down there, you just grabbed it out. I don't know where... Okay, it's fine. Thank you.
It's coming out of the it's fine.
Please
Anything much you
protect
can
them.
hide in here.
Please protect them, and
It's a key ring.
you have good judgment of character.
Oh.
You have a good judgment of character. Don't let them go with anybody you don't trust.
So am I supposed to stay here or go with them?
Stay here and protect them.
And if they go?
If you trust the people that are taking them, sure, stay here. If you don't, go with them and protect them. I'll leave it up to you.
Okay.
They have the key, and they're going to. And I explain the situation. They're going to try and go and cleanse and clean up Gimbal Hop and send it.
I found a button.
It's one of the many Saren Ray buttons. It must have
keep
fallen.
this one? Can you put it on your bag of holding? I have plenty.
You really want
You had to bite that right by his crotch.
your face that close?
No, I'm not gonna bite that with it.
Yeah. A polycord with the cotton wrap can break on your. That's most common thread.
There we go. Then, yeah, that's for.
I know a lot. A wealth of
Good protection.
sewing knowledge.
And then, please keep up the good work, my friend. And then I'm gonna go over to their room.
Well, it would just be a cotton thread, and that breaks so much easier. I have to think about that for a second.
Zenpei's dad. Ah! The hero of Gimbal Hop!
Well, hello there, my friend. I'm glad you guys make it back to Sans Ray.
We did.
Well,
You know, we saw the big sun in the sky, and then we saw the big sun attached to the building, and then I helped.
perfect. Do you mind if I come in? I have a favor to ask of you and your wife.
She's in a mood.
It's about helping repair and save Gimbal Hop. Fix it, so you guys can go back
Oh,
home.
are you going to go fix it?
We can't, but I've sent people to help, or I've sent word to people that may be able to help. And
Do we know where the
I want you to take care of this and use it if you need to. You guys need this to get back in, do you not?
Mhm.
Okay then.
And you locked it, right?
Yes. Did we?
Yes.
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 Is that big?
The cork's not on it, so it's locked.
Ah, perfect. Yes. So, here's this. The dwarf downstairs, Outlaw, he's going to protect you two and keep you guys safe.
The naked one?
The naked one. He is quite formidable despite his barren appearance. So stay with him.
I just don't like the look my wife gives him.
Oh!
I'm sure. I'm sure.
No.
It'll be alright.
Oh.
Stay here, don't go with anybody you don't trust and don't feel safe with. I did send word to Whitechapel, so there should be paladins of Samurai or clerics to come up here and escort you back. But use your guys' best judgment and leave word with the caretaker downstairs if you guys leave.
Okay.
We'll try and come back and see you as soon as we can.
I appreciate it.
Of course, thank
And
you.
also thank your friend again for bringing me back from the dead.
I will absolutely pass on those thanks.
I feel like you really can't thank someone enough for that.
I would agree. I'm still
Give
a
her
little
his
taken back by that
toadstool.
myself.
It's bright green. She likes green. You see, it's brilliant green.
Thank
It
you.
almost hurts to look at.
Thank you. I will absolutely pass this along. You two be safe. Take care. Enjoy everything here. I'll see you later.
Thank you. Do you know when they're supposed to arrive before you go?
I'm not entirely sure. I sent a letter today, so how long would I say it would take to get from here to
Probably.
traveling?
Probably a week,
I'd say that
depending on
probably-
if there's any sandstorms or anything like that.
So depending on how the Sunsuna Desert's treating them, I would imagine that it would be at minimum a week, if not more.
Okay.
So enjoy, please. Help yourselves to anything here. We'll be back as soon as we can.
Okay. You make it back upstairs.
Welcome.
Yeah.
Zenpei's parents wanted you to have this, and thank you again for resurrecting Mr. Sempakit from the dead.
Roll knowledge nature.
It's pretty. Who cares?
I didn't. How did you learn that spell, by the way?
22.
You know this is a mushroom of brilliance. What it can do is increase one ability score of a mental by +1. So, wisdom, charisma, intelligence.
Dope as fuck.
It's very pretty.
And it keeps forever.
Thank God.
Huh?
How did you learn that spell before? Bringing someone back from the dead. I've never seen that. I've heard about it, but it is far beyond my skills as a healer.
It's just something I can do.
I see.
What?
Um,
What? Wait.
What?
She brought someone back.
Oh yeah, Zabriscie's dad.
Yeah.
Zabriscie's dad was dead.
As
So-
a doorknob.
He's
Yeah.
a zombie.
No.
Oh no,
He's like,
he was
So
not
sad.
resurrected.
No, he's still my dad!
He was brought back.
Are you sure?
at a great cost to me.
I'm pretty sure.
Pretty sure.
I lost a lot of stuff to bring him back.
Yeah, I'm not confident
So
I
it is-
understand it either.
What
As
did
a
you
price.
lose?
I'll just ignore
Was it
it.
expensive?
I mean, like, I'm happy he's back to
I
life.
lost a lot of my pretty girl.
Well,
Yeah.
thank you. That was a very noble thing you did.
As a GM note, this is retconning the fact that it takes a 5,000 gold piece diamond to bring someone back from the dead.
We're
So-
unscathed.
A lot of very pretty things disappeared.
We'll get you another.
I'm so sorry, Wiggum.
It's okay. The
I
bill's in
can't
the
use
mail.
Zenpei's voice, but I'm trying.
The bill's in the
Look
mail.
at that dude.
we'll,
I'm sorry, Wiggum! I'm sorry, Wiggum!
Thank you for bringing
we'll,
back my dad!
Yeah, that's closer.
I'm sure we will potentially find something else that can
I
repay you for that. Thank you.
would really like to, if I had the money, get something that could help me bring everybody back if there was a problem.
Oh, like everybody.
Like another diamond?
Or a few, yeah.
I've
That's
got
something
like 90 platinum. That's about it.
I don't even
How big of a diamond?
It's very expensive. It's fist.
It's a fist-sized diamond.
Not even going there.
Jesus.
It's a big one. It's a lot of money.
I wonder how much that would cost. Maybe we could invest in at least one minimum.
Roll an appraise check. And if it matters, it's a gem.
Yeah, it's a
Can I put on my mask?
diamond.
It's not a it's a more of a knowing off of the top of your head.
We're
That's
talking
How
just
much
seeing.
is a
We're talking
diamond
about
this big?
objects to actually get.
I rolled natural 1.
Yeah.
You have never seen a diamond the
You hear
size of a
die
stick
man,
gem.
not diamond.
I'm just gonna be quiet because I feel like that's wrong, but like,
You'd be like,
pretty fucking true. You just said died man, but whatever.
It's also Wiggum, so.
Yeah. You never know.
well, maybe we can go to a jeweler and try and find.
It's
Something
just,
like that.
it's something. It's a thought.
It's a great thought.
I just
It
don't-
was pretty spectacular to watch you do that.
and I don't.
I mean, if it saves one of our lives, then it's
Exactly.
great.
We need a jeweler?
We are more or less.
Didn't we go to a jeweler when we first came back here?
Well,
did.
we have one. Her
No,
name,
she's the one that gave you that really gaudy necklace.
her name
I mean, that really nice necklace.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Well, we went to a jeweler who gave us the
The
thing I
crystal
gave you.
serum to
yeah, I'm unaware of her. I don't know.
I was just talking about the gaudy
Me
yeah,
too.
necklace, yeah.
And the earrings.
We can
But
find
it
her
looks
pretty
nice
easy.
on you.
Very
Thanks,
nice.
Dan.
You make everything look nice though, so it's not really fair.
Thank you, Dan.
You're not green and ugly like me, so, you know.
Karen!
You're not ugly. You're the sharpest orc, half orc I've ever met.
And you
Well,
have, but you have fabulous hair.
It's
Well,
okay,
I'll bet
Brooke.
you
We
know.
don't need to listen to
Yeah.
we don't need
That's
to listen
okay.
to them.
Rook has more of a
Well, he's
masculine
really
musk.
manly.
He's
He's
a very
so
manly
manly.
musk about him.
I feel like really insecure sometimes. Like
Yeah.
not in a bad way.
You should stop the shower.
Stop
Stop
showering.
taking baths. course, the women with the correct pheromones know your scent.
I'm just gonna pretend like I
Roll
didn't
a perception check.
hear it. Oh god.
Yes. Yes.
3 plus 14,
Subtracting
17.
You notice Zente is standing unusually close and just, like, no breathing, no moving whatsoever, just
To me?
to
Oh, to me.
Ru- just
Noticing his chest inhales with
You
both
know,
tools.
like, I'll take it into consideration, but, like, I have to take at least a bath every day. Most
a lot of
days.
you smell lavender.
Such
And
a shame.
cedar.
I don't like to bathe every day either.
Who were you again?
I'm only playing one character in the room this time.
How about I roll for like how well?
Stench.
Like the time that his shirt was
The odor
completely
you
tattered
can
for like
feel it.
3 weeks straight.
He's smoking his pipe, which sounds like bubbles because I can't make a pipe noise.
Because pipes don't make a noise?
There we go.
So I rolled 3 on the pleasant
Am I
list
wrong?
of scented smell, I guess.
You smell tobacco or gnome tobacco. Not something you're familiar with.
What is that?
No tobacco. Try a puff.
That was one word.
Not tobacco.
No tobacco.
Ooh, can I try?
Careful. That's Feor that you're sucking on. It's a 14.
Oh,
That does
It's
kind of.
fair.
Do you taste like the hints of like hickory in that? It's really cool.
Dickory dock.
Have either of you ever smoked before?
Yeah.
Is this what everyone is smoking all the time?
Because of the strength of this, you guys take a -2 on perception checks with against smell for like half an hour.
I smell things. Okay, well,
And your little everything
What's that
feels a little
taste?
clearer and brighter.
I could go hunting right now.
Yeah.
I'd really like to go hunting.
So we're gonna go see Catriona.
Yeah.
and run to the stall real quick and take a break.
Are we doing that right now? Or are we gonna
That's
take a break?
Shopping and a break?
We've been going for
like
20 minutes.
Well, I want to get potions.
Well, we
Okay.
can
Oh,
get that
So potions
after.
per level are
Basically
there's
just
75
like
gold
yes.
per level
75.
of the potion.
Okay.
Starting at low, medium, high.
Yeah, so 75. No, it's 75, 150, and then I think it doubles each level. So 300.
600.
But you guys aren't supposed to be able to buy anything past the 3rd level. Like the critical's not supposed to exist.
Yeah, we don't even need that, right?
I'm
We
sure
shouldn't
they
need
like
that.
probably don't make it super often in the
Yeah.
shops.
Pretty
It
standard.
may take a while.
it would be a requested item.
Yeah. Like a special order.
So-
The GM fucked up, but GM's keeping it because GM can.
Oh boy. Wiggum,
Yeah.
I would like you to hold on to these if you don't mind. 3 potions. Just the 75.
Oh, the light.
Yeah.
I
These
have a
are.
follow-up.
I can heal people on my own, but you seem to be the next
Healer in line?
best.
Why didn't
Yeah.
you?
You are the best.
Great.
I do.
No, it's okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
best
I just.
healer here, and you always have an act of looking out for everybody, so I feel like you benefit from having these more than everybody else.
Give me 1 second. Can you lose your cure light?
Wait, do you have any
Okay.
potions of light healing real fast?
Yeah, there's 75 gold. Of
Oh fuck,
these.
I need moderate healing.
That's 150.
150.
Damn it.
It's okay. I'm gonna end up getting 3 of them with the group fund.
I don't need it.
How much do we have in the group fund?
1325.
1325.
So it'll take us down to like 950.
I don't need it.
Okay.
You're just gonna buy a bunch of full.
I was just gonna buy 3
Okay.
of them.
Cool.
Or
For
so.
I have money
That's
now.
fair.
Alright, we should go see Catriona and then maybe we can go shopping or something and
imagine we just
Yeah.
went shopping.
Okay.
Senpei seems very out of it. He smoked a lot.
Probably ignore him, sure.
Same.
Yes,
I think I'm
see no
gonna-
problem with this.
I'm gonna
Yeah, you're 6.
What?
here.
I don't know what I got.
That's intense.
Stay close to us, Senpai.
I'm gonna
Okay.
here. Stay. Smoke.
Let
You seem to just take a mushroom and just.
let
Then,
him
honey, we'll
sit
be
it out.
back.
Let him enjoy
Okay.
his side. I'm gonna switch into Mohini so we can go see Catriona because that's a face she knows and I don't want to explain things.
Okay.
Done.
Boom.
Done job.
Alright. I'm not gonna make you guys roll survival checks because you've been there enough. You make it over to the war district. There's exercises going on. You make it to the building that you know is Catriana's. Who's knocking?
Hi-oh.
Catriana opens the door, which is different than usual. Oh, hello!
Hi, Lady Catriona. We're here to see you.
Hi.
Good morning. Did you all eat breakfast?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sarah's Ray.
Oh.
They made us some food.
I have blueberries. You want blueberries?
Ooh. Yes, please.
There's a big bowl of
I
blueberries.
take a big handful of blueberries. I love these things.
Thank you very
But you
much.
know if you take off the skin, they're green.
Yeah, of course I know that. And look,
And then the inside is purple.
Yeah.
But they're blue. Who knew?
How are you doing today?
We're just like.
I like blueberries.
Yeah.
It's one of my weaknesses. Krana got them for me.
You'd really like where I came from then. There's lots of berries all around.
I should plant blueberries. You just take a berry and pull out a pot and...
Right. Can we come in?
Oh, yes, of course.
How are you doing?
I've been stressed, so blueberries and... I had a nice glass of wine to start the morning.
How elegant.
It's not nice wine. It's strong wine.
Just trying to compliment these ladies so hard.
What?
Oh, nothing, nothing.
I thought you said I was hot and I was going to be so flattered.
Yeah, when you are. I say an orc. Oh, when you are. Really hot, but, you
I
know.
forgot she's half orc.
By the way,
Just her one notable feature in the
I'm
beginning.
talking in half orc or an orc right now. By the way, thank you so much for sending that letter.
Oh,
Have
yes.
you heard anything back yet?
Oh, they say that if you're going to get there to send notice, because they've transferred him to a different holding prison.
What?
They didn't tell me where, but they say they need notice
Are
to
you
get him back.
talking in orc?
Yeah.
Okay. So, well, where did they take him?
They didn't tell me.
Where was he in the first place?
Unfortunately, I'm not sure. I just sent notice to the Chief Justice in Mariona.
Have you ever been there?
Only on diplomatic missions. I've never been to the prison itself. I've never had any need.
Then
Sorry.
it's okay.
Do a doodle dance or something.
Cha 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 boogaloo doo 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 doo.
Ah! Find my notes because I took them all on the conference.
Wah wah wah.
All right.
Okay. Do you know anything about the prison? I hear it's really decrepit.
You know, I haven't been to any of the prison district. We haven't really worked on any type of exchange program, which is usually when we have something like that going on, but there's no extradition treaty that we currently have in place. But, I mean...
But thank you. I mean, I've known nothing about this. It's just...
Do any of them
be
know about what's
honest.
going on? Is there a reason that we're speaking in orc?
They don't have to know.
Okay.
Rook can
All
know.
the while, Rook is just.
It's... I
Are you
don't...
hiding any reactions or just...
I don't wanna...
Yeah, I guess.
I just don't wanna...
like-
Look, Catriona, I just don't wanna get them involved. I don't want... I mean... I might just do it on my own.
Can I tell you something?
I guess
I
so.
think they're gonna get involved.
Well,
All the while
it's
we were
not
just
important.
watching.
Yeah.
It's not important right now. Do you realize all the other stuff?
Oh, no, I definitely do, but whenever you tell them, they're gonna get involved.
3 ladies.
Are they drunk too?
I'm over there braiding Wiggum's hair.
You know, I'm not gonna pretend to know anything about lady folk.
Cool.
We're really not that
I know I'm
complicated.
braiding your hair.
Yeah, that's what they all say.
Just a single braid.
See, now men are complicated, and that's in common.
That
Thank
I would
you,
agree
though.
to.
Why do you want? Ooh. What?
It's true.
So
Would anyone like some wine?
Yes, please.
Would you like... You know, I have this special wine where they take the alcohol out.
That's just grape juice.
I would love some grape juice.
may I have some?
Thank you.
Yeah, can I have some?
It's a
grape
glass,
juice
and just...
too?
You see that these are already filled glasses that are being pulled out from underneath?
Real wine.
You
Mine
taste...
tastes like beer.
It-
Weird.
It tastes like wine, but there's no bite to the alcohol. So that should fit with whatever value you have going on.
You said you came from a vineyard. What?
It's been a long time since I've tasted wine. Yes, I did.
This is
Very
very...
good, thank you.
This is very good wine.
Thank you.
Whoever went through... You know that this is a very expensive process, especially in this era, to remove alcohol. So this bottle that she's sharing is very easily your month's worth of expenses.
Thank you, Lady Controna. That's very generous of you.
Oh, you can take the bottle.
How I couldn't.
You have 2/3 of a bottle of...
No.
Yes.
Grape juice.
And so it begins again, guys. Oh yeah!
But this time, all non-alcoholic.
Alcoholic. Shirley Temples.
gonna
I
start
have 14
acting.
Shirley Temples.
She's
in my
gonna
wallet.
start acting like she's drunk.
It's the placebo drug.
She's the girl acting like she's drunk.
She's just white girl wasted.
Yeah, right.
I love everything
Could I
about this.
talk to you without everybody else?
Is that okay?
Bye. I go outside and start playing with
What?
Barney.
Okay.
I still keep drinking my wine.
Then she takes you back to
Oh, I didn't.
to one corner and just... If you sit here, they can't hear you.
Okay,
Should I sit too?
please.
She sits a little harder than you think that she meant to. Just
Weird today.
It's good wine, huh?
Hmm?
May I speak candidly with you?
I suppose.
Can I trust you?
I would hope so, but I mean, you don't really know me.
That's why I'm asking.
Well, I mean, if it's gonna threaten the safety of our city, I mean, I can't guarantee I'll be keeping secrets from everyone, but I mean, if it's gonna protect your interests and...
It'll protect everyone's interest.
Okay.
And I'm going to pull out the bag of spoons again.
Oh, your bag, your collection.
Bag of spoons.
Yeah, about that.
She's got one on her spoon.
I've got a lot of spoons.
It's an extensive collection.
Yeah, it's fairly recent, actually. One of the things that we found, it's not a very good spoon. Have you ever heard of the apothecary?
Bad spoon.
No ice cream for you.
No ice cream. Bad spoon.
Oh, that, the fairy tale.
Are you here for this
I
one?
wish.
She rolled a natural 20, so...
I wish.
The apothecary.
Have you heard of the spoon of war?
It's one of the 4 pieces of the apothecary.
It's in this bag. No.
I find that hard to believe if you... Which I'm sure you would understand that this is...
I can understand that.
Is it as plain as they say?
Yeah, it is. And I'm going to actually open the bag of holding.
Like turn it inside out?
Yes.
Okay.
And just
You guys see a clattering of spoons silently across this table.
And I'm going to point
And
out.
also a dead rat.
Of course. Wait.
Yeah, and just... It starts to ooze.
Sorry about that. I forgot that was in there.
It just disappears as she like waves at it.
Oh, thank you. It's that one.
Okay.
Can she tell which one I'm pointing to?
No.
My life.
There's too many
Just
spoons.
clear out the spoons around it, so don't touch it.
I'm trying, yeah, that's what I'm gonna try to do.
Use the spoons.
That
use,
one.
use one spoon to move the other spoons.
Okay, so that's a good call. So
Smart
I'm
people,
going to
smart people.
move it
There's a
to
jar
just
for
the
it.
spoon of horrors right there. That one. Please don't touch it. The last time someone touched it in my presence, I died. And it's a very long story.
You look very good for being dead.
Thank you. It's long story, but it's.
I hope she stands up. I hope I die and look this good, and then sits back down.
What?
They don't know that.
I'm so fucking confused.
Yeah,
She's
please
an
don't
ally.
pick that up. That's the reason it's hidden in the bag of a spoon collection. It's the best way I could figure to hide it so that people don't get their hands on it.
I like you to roll diplomacy.
Oh, good. Oh, good. I got a 2 plus 5, so I got a 7.
Hell yeah.
Please don't touch it.
Please.
Okay.
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 And because I don't want to take something like this down into Undercity, where it could fall into the hands of.
You see her pull out
Where's my vampire?
just like a leather thing, and you see her just. You see it just kind of lift up and drop it, and she starts moving spoon after spoon. And can I touch the rest of the?
You can touch the.
Oh,
How can
okay.
you teach me to do that? Can you teach that?
Oh God.
That was cool.
It's a mage hand.
Oh, still very cool.
Oh,
I don't
I have
know.
it's a necklace that can. How do you do it?
Oh, neat. No, I like this one. Davina gave me this one.
Ah, she
Yeah.
has good taste.
She does. But I don't want somebody like Plorton to get his hands on this. So I was wondering.
Probably not.
I was wondering if you wouldn't mind keeping it here.
I mean, I'm perfectly fine keeping that here if that's what you want me to do.
I will come and pick it up when we're done in Undercity, as long as I survive.
Whenever you have time, I'll tell you what little I know of the fairy tale.
I would
It might be-
I would appreciate.
Probably not important now. You're probably getting ready to go.
Yeah, but one of the things I'd like to do is find the other pieces, get the whole evil table setting, and destroy it.
We'll talk when you get back. There's a lot.
Oh, okay.
She got some motive.
Okay. I don't ever do this, so that's what I'm gonna. God, I'm rolling like shit today.
Was
I
that
got
a 4?
a 2.
Hell yes! That was
and
a
11,
1.
so 13.
Could be a lot worse. Could be 1.
True.
She seems to be like, there's something that you're saying is wrong, but you don't know why or what part of that sentence was wrong.
It's the evil place setting, isn't it? You don't like the evil place setting. I would love to talk about it, hear more about it. I love learning new things, but
You see her just kind of go into the safe, and
please keep that safe. I don't want anybody.
you see that she turns it about 6 or 7 times, different directions,
Nice.
and then you see that it's several inches thicker on the inside than it looks from the outside, and and it keeps spinning. It does not stop.
That's awesome. That's really cool. I just want.
It also has the keys to the castle in it. The old one.
Oh. You don't have the new one yet,
Love
made
that
yet,
board
so.
game.
Yeah, you're hearing her talk about this.
I just don't want that to fall into the wrong hands.
Okay, well, I won't tell him I have your evil spoon.
Thank you. I'm gonna walk back over.
Hey guys.
Welcome back.
How was that discussed?
You caught the end is like
Should we
she
just
picks up.
watch her
Yeah,
play with the spoons the entire time? And then
yeah, and then you watch her fold them up and then stand up, and you heard her part of the conversation from the moment she got up to put the spoons in. Just like, I won't tell him about your evil spoon. Just,
Yeah, I figured we heard that.
Yeah.
Lean over to Wiggum and I'm going to whisper to her. Do you trust her with that?
Yes. Marius and Davina trusted her. I trust them.
I hope we get to meet them someday.
I hope you do too.
They seem really nice. I like them.
A purple line appears. No.
My God!
You see, I go.
Davina, get back in there!
That was her.
She's screaming at magic.
Yeah.
Well, we already found 2 of the party members. They were skewered together. So romantically.
Oh.
The
I
price
just
you
rolled
paid for
several
that
natural
mace.
ones. All right. So, is there anything else I can help you with? Do you need me to charter you a ship?
Yeah, that was already decided.
Yeah, wasn't it already?
Are you ready for the ship now? Oh, we already chartered the ship.
Yeah,
This wine is
we
very
already talked
good.
about this.
Where is the safest portion of the forest right outside of Telfrayon?
There's not a forest nearby, but why do you?
Well, because I need to put my animals in a place that'll be intensive and educational for them. Only the best for my animals.
We could stick him outside with Plorton's.
Plorton?
Oh, dear heavens!
You are
I need to
fucking
stop
drunk!
drinking.
Kratos.
With Crata's
Oh,
Pegasus.
Oh, do you think that Crota would be willing to watch my animals for me?
I don't see why not, but I'll volunteer him. He usually does what I want.
Is he around? Can I talk to him? Please?
Crata.
I had more.
Crota, do
Uh-huh.
Is he here?
Okay. Uh-huh. She's just kind of talking. Uh-huh.
Tell him to come back here.
Uh-huh. 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 He's coming.
Yay!
You are a very powerful woman.
Huh?
You are a very powerful woman.
As are you.
I respect that. That's all I
That's a pretty symbol you got on your hip there. With your quartz.
Thank you. This is a gift from a friend. It should prove to be useful in the future.
Sybil just called me a
On a
friend.
scale of 1 to 10, how long are Cartriana's tests?
They're about a 2. They're pretty. They're a little understated. Like they're not walrus.
They're not crazy. Alright.
Yeah.
Alright. No reason
Yeah,
or
just-
anything, just, reasons.
No reason, just reasons.
Just reasons.
At this point, Crata walks
She's more
in.
than just tusks.
Good morning.
Hi, David Carter. I have something to talk to you about. Is
Oh,
that
the
all?
animals.
Yeah.
Want me to watch them?
Yeah, can I you just
Catriona volunteered.
I
guess
just
I'll
I
watch
walk up and I start giving him a lecture about what each and every one of them like to eat and what their favorite
them. You just,
preening method is. And
as you start talking, he goes into his breast pocket and pulls out a notebook and just.
yeah, so it's the notebook from before. Okay, so and I just explain like all of their weird habits. I'm like, is it okay if you watch them? They're mostly like they're pretty low maintenance. You just gotta talk to them every once in a while.
Now, where am I supposed to find this beetle?
Sometimes if you lift up the rocks, the really, really wet rocks,
Uh-huh.
after it rains.
Yeah,
that's
I go through rocks all the time. Okay.
You gotta kind of like dig through it a little bit.
Okay.
Are you really that invested in this? I need your help, man.
No, I'm totally gonna watch them.
Alright.
Catriona said I would.
Alright.
Can I sense motive?
Yeah, you can totally
I
sense
please
motive.
sense motive on him?
Yeah.
I'm not comfortable with this.
It's a 10.
That's a 16
I'll
plus.
sense motive. See if I'm listening.
That's a 16 plus 3.
I
so
absolutely
19.
trust the general.
Yeah. You can tell he's just a little more perturbed at Catriona being drunk this early in the morning, but when he says he's gonna watch them, he is.
Yeah, but like, do you have any animal trainers here? Because I could just leave them with them.
No. I will keep an eye on them. We'll have everyone who's watching my baby. We'll watch yours.
Okay.
Babe.
Alright, I give each and every one of them a kiss, a little pep talk, a little rub.
I'm sure hanging with Persephone would probably do them some good.
Okay.
I say goodbye to Chuck Monk.
Oh yeah, Chuck Monk goes, bloop.
Don't worry, little one. I'll bring
Chunkmon
Gan.
licks the inside of your ear.
I will bring Gan back to you safe and sound. I'll watch out for him. Yes. I don't suppose you're willing to take a butterfly.
I don't have any
Butterflies
butterfly
letting you go.
training.
I don't think so. Okay.
I can't speak with animals. Bye, guys. You be good. You stick together. And, Barney,
I will watch everyone.
thank you. You're allowed to fly about the city. Just don't get yourself in any trouble. Same as always, right?
Sure.
Barnabas. Barnabas Ebenhammer, you look at me right now.
Am I allowed to eat Squire?
No, you're never allowed to eat
I
Squire.
always need to ask. He pisses me off sometimes and I keep threatening it.
Well, you're never allowed to eat any of your friends.
Do they need to know that?
They're right here, they can hear. They're standing
They don't speak
right.
the same language.
No, but I can't speak with animals on myself.
Yes.
I can speak. Oh,
They-
they can't speak to each other. Sorry. Okay. Never mind. Do not eat your friends. You like Chalkmonk though.
Oh, I do.
He's your best boy.
He's got a foul mouth.
Yeah, where the fuck do you think he got that from? Little pussy ass bitch.
I think it was that chipmunk gang he was around with.
Alright, guys, come. Mwah, 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 mwah. Shake your friends.
Yeah.
Oh. Lady, I know you're upset about.
Squire's tail gets on fire and
Oh
Barney
god!
puts it out.
Oh god! But, lady, you can't understand me because you're not an animal and I know you're upset about having to leave. Ouch! That fucking hurts! Stop! Would you rather be left behind? You can ride on Barnabas. My finger's probably burnt off at this point. They're tiny little fires.
Oh.
Lady, I know you're upset.
Lands on the butterfly.
You can't. You're gonna drown underwater. You gotta stay with Barnabas.
She on me?
Yep, she's on
She's on
She's
Sarah.
on the
Sarah.
She's
Who's
on
on you?
Sarah.
Oh,
The ladybug on the butterfly that's on the Sybil and
Please get. Thank you.
Stay with Barney.
stuck.
Stay with Barney. I put her on Barney.
Can you tell Mr. Slithers I said bye?
Yes, I can. Sybil says, or Wiggum says goodbye.
Super.
She's gonna miss you. But you be good, and when we get back, you can rest on her shoulders again.
Slithers is a man of many
Okay.
keywords.
I miss her dead rat.
What?
I miss her dead rat.
I didn't even know she had a dead rat.
She has a lot of dead things.
Like my soul.
I just hand him over like he's the weird child. Usually he just stays inside of my shirt
I
all
know
day,
that feeling.
It's the antisocial kid.
Alright,
Know the
bye-bye.
feeling.
Take care. Bye, Squire.
See you soon.
Tail flicks.
Squire's a lady, by the way.
I know.
Okay. Bye, Squire. Okay. Let's go.
Crata has handfuls of animals.
You can let them outside in the trees to play. They like that.
Okay.
Barney will watch over all of them. He's kind of like a babysitter.
He kind of pushes the door open with his foot. Okay. And steps out the back.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Have a fun trip.
See you next month.
Don't die. I'll miss you if you do.
Wow.
I'll be on my very best behavior.
That's good to know. I really appreciate you saying that.
Well, it's a bold move.
And that's them. That's their best behavior. They'll
Yeah.
tell me if I'm doing it good or bad.
Open
It's
the
a
door.
very bold move of you to to be so cheerful.
I'm nervous.
Yeah. You
I don't
think we're not nervous being set into a death trap like this?
It's only a death trap if you piss off Plorton.
Plorton knows we're
We
coming.
kind of already have.
Yeah, Plorton knows we're coming.
Well, just
You must have a lot
I
of
trust that you're going to be smart.
Well, That
if
might not be.
you were with Marius and Davina and that whole crew, I figure that
I just hope that you're not
say
using
my
us as
name.
pawns in your little game, that's all.
I would never use you as pawns. I like you too much.
No one ever says it's
I want to sense motive on that.
Yeah, I would also like to sense motive.
Oh, good. I did what? I did good this time.
17.
18.
Or 14 plus 3, so 17.
18 plus 11.
She genuinely does care about the well-being of all of you.
Alright. We'll be back. Let me know if you hear anything about the
What
prison.
should I expect you at a certain time? Like a week, 2 weeks?
I don't know. You
I just
know
want to
what
know at
I'm
what
doing.
point should I.
More than a week.
More.
Don't throw a funeral.
Wait, how long
It's
does
been
it take
over.
to get down there?
You said it was like. Oh, it was a
It takes
while.
about a week to get down. So should I mean, like after you?
Yeah.
I assume you get there.
We will get there. Is there any way we can stay in communication with you once we're down there?
You could send letters,
Right.
Because those are those.
but unfortunately, unless you have,
No,
Should
you
we
have
say-
that
should we
man,
say
don't
Mike?
you have that
Because
thing
that'll
that
be
you
a
keep
week
talking
down and a
to
week
crawl
back.
over?
it doesn't. It's such
Leeway?
very short range. It will cover Talfrayat, but it will not go outside of Talfrayat.
Well, shit.
We can send word once we're down there. Expect us there for at least a week,
Just-
and then
I would be sure that any letter that you send is very brief and does not look coded.
it's true.
Right. She's gonna get.
Outside of
Holy fuck, we
Outside
fucked
of
up,
game
fuck!
The last time I scried for Freak, he said that I could use message while I'm scrying.
You had a
Oh.
chance of getting message through.
But I have a chance of getting message through.
Yes, if you're able to.
If the same thing would happen here. If I got something of Catriana's, yes.
Yes. But she would get a will save,
Of course.
and if there's anything else that would inhibit her from being scryed upon, that would
Well,
also
but
be
you
an
can also
effect.
just ask.
We look over and William is just stealing a bust from the side of the
I wouldn't do that.
Stuffing it up in her cloak, like,
The extra head.
That was my
That's
grandfather's.
great.
I don't know what you're talking about.
So I can do a couple of things that are pretty cool. I can scribe, and I can use message sometimes if I'm really feeling good and I do well with it. Would it be possible for me to go ahead and get something of yours so I could scribe you?
Well, the problem with that is I have several protections to protect against scrying, and I wouldn't know it was you. And being in the position I'm in, I wouldn't.
Is
This
there anybody?
room itself, this war room, is protected by several wards. So
Is there anyone you would trust
Maybe we can get something of
for me to
Kratos.
scry on? For me to talk to them to tell you if there's anything important that you need to know immediately.
Oh, I just had a terrible idea.
I am not. Well, I could take the hair of the dwarf.
Yeah.
Hell yeah!
I mean, if I
It's an
sent
awful idea.
if I sent Antlar here with a message,
oh, was that the?
that's the naked dwarf guy.
Okay.
If I send him here with a message for you, I'm telling you this now so you know that it's going to be genuinely for me.
Sure.
Just wanted to let you know.
I
In case there's something super duper important that you need to know immediately.
Sure. I would maybe just give him some type of code to know it's genuine.
I'll tell him to tell Mr. Slithers I said hi. Mr.
ooh,
Slithers
that's a good one.
is his snake. I really like him.
Is that a euphemism? Or
No,
what?
it's literal.
You,
No,
but
it's
you
an actual
just did,
snake.
you just
Yeah,
see me
he
with
did,
a snake?
She did.
She did.
Pronouns.
I will tell him to tell
Dumb pronouns though.
you to tell Mr. Slithers I said hi.
All right.
And
And
that
then-
way you know it's genuinely from me.
Sounds good to me.
Okay.
We will send
And
word
if we're
once
in
we get
danger,
down
we'll
there.
send the waffles I
We'll
toasted.
send a letter. We'll send a letter once we're down there.
We're out of waffle mix.
We expect to be down there a week. Is there any way we can get out of there quickly if
Nope.
worse happens?
Well, I mean, like, simply can teleport.
Teleportation is not always viable in parts of the city. But I suppose either chartering a ship out sooner. I mean, I will make sure that there are tickets waiting for you. But if something were to happen,
Of course. That's
but
a good idea.
again, the climate has changed, and I have not been down there myself.
Fair. Well, simply stay on guard for yourself, and wait to get a letter from me or a message from our dwarf friend.
I would make sure to not take down anything that could be potentially incriminating or would keep you in.
Simply asking, just a letter between friends. So.
Define incriminating.
Anything that they may want to hold you or take from you.
It's hot down here. There's dead bodies everywhere. Shit has hit the fan. We need someplace to hide. Get out.
I don't think they'll take
They
my
didn't say anything about Mr. Slithers.
Everything must be fine.
Do you think it's possible they might attempt to take things of ours that are ours upon our arrival?
I wouldn't put it past them. They may hold it
Right.
for you.
Right.
Whenever I went down on customs, they would search, but they didn't keep much from me.
Right.
I don't really know what you're cooking at.
So from what I've gathered, you may want to avoid appearance-altering items, as that may become suspect.
Right.
Do you think they're gonna take my waffle iron?
No, they can't.
Probably not. Is it?
Oh God.
Is it a deadly waffle iron?
I mean,
The
if she
waffles
swings
are
it
good.
hard enough.
The waffles are to die for, am I right?
I
I
like
want
my
some of these
response.
waffles when you get back. We can put blueberries in them.
Okay, I will do that, and we'll talk about the fairy tale.
Fucking love
Okay.
blueberry
Okay.
waffles.
Blueberry waffles. That even sounds good,
I have my
Does sound
moments.
good.
right? No shit.
Okay.
Right?
Um,
So, stay safe. If I don't see you back in 3 weeks, I will make sure that people are sent after you.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Um,
Lady Caution.
Where is our ship that you chartered?
Oh, it will be at the
Yes.
docks. She pulls out a letter and seals it. Give it to the dockmaster.
Thank you.
Do you have anything you want me to hold for you, with all of that kept in mind?
okay, but like,
If it might cause trouble, it probably will. It's floating.
well, that's just about all my shit.
How do you even function?
I give it a psychedelic mushroom.
I don't tend to deal with people who are
I don't know.
actually in law enforcement.
I don't know.
I tend to
I got it
avoid
from
those
something.
people.
I got it from Gnome
Well then
Spirits.
what the fuck are you coming
I
with
think it'll
us
be
for?
It sounded like
They
fun.
don't take much.
Well, you know, I do like you.
Dan, would you like to hold this one?
Although generally most things will be given back to you when you return. as long
Okay,
as-
so like, say
Psychedelic mushroom.
hypothetically.
How hypothetical is this hypothetical?
Not really.
Like mushroom.
So, really,
So say hypothetically, one was to have a garment of sorts that could help you get in and out of tight spaces.
might be a problem.
Okay, say so one was to have a garment of sorts that could alter nothing but clothing.
Might be okay.
They say someone was to have a ring that made it difficult to read their mind.
Probably going to be a problem.
Right. Say someone was to have
How much shit do you have?
quite a bit. Say someone was to have a cloak of
Do
sorts.
you remember our dinner?
Yeah.
I would take off anything that was a problem during dinner.
See, I had my ring, I had my sleeves, I kept my cloak. I'm pretty much good. I just need to find a place to attach my
It's more
gloves.
We
secure.
have Saren's Ray.
I could keep things in the safe. I have a feeling your ring will cause problems and it will probably be kept at their customs.
Okay, but like say for instance,
I
these
trust
things
you're
were
going
put-
to use your best judgment.
These things, say for instance, these things were put into another garment of sorts that had an endless amount of pockets for storing things, and
They're
in some
probably
of the
gonna
more
take your
secretive
pocket
pockets. Or say, for instance, these things were put aside
Oh
to a bag.
my god!
of
Just
If
holding.
there's anything
leave
you're
them
willing
at
to
home.
lose,
Listen,
you better give
You're
it
not
back.
stupid, or if you are, you fooled me. Leave what may be a problem.
See, the things that will be a problem.
Just gonna shoo her out of the
No,
door.
stop this. The things that will be a problem are also the things that will greatly help us.
I understand, but
we're going into enemy
you
territory.
could try and sneak it in, but if they
Exactly.
catch you with something that you shouldn't, it could be something consequential.
Don't take anything with you you're not willing to lose.
Right.
As
I
simple as
shouldn't
that.
go.
Well, you were conscripted to go, so...
What else you gonna do?
So either leave things with me, or you can leave them someplace
I'll
else.
leave. I'll pull off my gloves. I'm pretty sure gloves of larceny are gonna be a problem.
Damn. Those are just literally sticky fingers, right?
Yeah. They're basically black leather gloves that help me steal shit and don't leave fingerprints. You know, like the
I read
idea
that, I
of
read
fingerprint.
that,
You
yeah.
know, like
That's
they're great.
stereo.
So I'll leave my gloves of larceny.
Basically sticky
My
fingers.
ring of mind shielding, which makes me quite nervous to leave that behind.
So,
What did she say about the thing that helps me like get out of places? Like that's a no-no.
Probably
I
They
think
don't
probably
know
a good
about
outfit,
that.
but they're
Ring
not...
of mind
Yeah.
shielding, gloves of
Real
If you're
larceny.
talking about the bustier, your bustier is probably fine.
Heck. I don't know what to do with my cloak, guys,
Cool.
because Katriana has never seen my face. Fuck. This is gonna be a huge problem, and I can't lose it. Okay, Katriana,
Well,
I know you do not know me, and I do not know you. Let's make a deal, here and now. What I am about to show you does not go anywhere else, and yeah, that's the deal. I'll tell you how I get in and out of places relatively unnoticed, and
So you're
you
under.
keep my secret.
I'm gonna stop here. Anything I don't know, I can't use against you. How about you leave whatever you need to leave, and I won't look from here, and I will lock it in the safe and give it back to you.
Why don't we step out the door?
Yay!
We'll step outside and I'll bring it back in because I have something to give her too.
There.
Okay. Step outside.
So I'll step outside. I'll give Wiggum my quick change cloak, which renders me back to Circe's.
It's good to see you again.
Why, thank you.
You're really pretty like this, by the way.
Oh. I'm not giving him my weapons. Oh, I'll also throw over my miser's mask, because that could be a problem.
I thought you might just might just help you praise things.
Yeah, but you never know how people view shit, and that one's kind of on the edge of things. And my pickpockets outfit. I need my thieves tools, so I'm gonna keep those, but I'll leave my masterwork thieves tools, and I'll only take my, my backup tools. So in case they get taken from me, I'm not gonna cry.
Alright.
How expensive are Masterworks these tools?
Expensive enough that I don't want to lose them.
Does anyone else want to leave anything with Katriana?
Yeah, thanks. I don't have anything to God.
Gonna throw all this crap on my animals.
Hey,
Nothing personal.
it's my
Gonna hand over the rod of mind mastery.
Okay, this is
This is expensive.
Please don't lose it. I really like having it. It's really cool.
And I'm also gonna hand over my masterworks these tools.
Marius gave me these. I don't want to lose them. He's my friend.
Marius gave me these. God, that man was sketchy. Hey. Alcoholic.
Does he know how to use these?
No.
When he was sober, I think he did.
Oh, also, I want to also throw in my false orc print shoes. my false orc footprint shoes. No questions asked.
I don't know. I don't ask questions anymore.
I have a footprint foot.
They're
These are
not
shoes
mine.
that just leave
Yeah.
orc prints.
Yeah. I can
Okay,
actually
okay,
track
okay.
and discern whether or not those
I
are
think
real.
Crow had
If there's
this.
ever mysterious footprints from orcs, I will know where to look.
You could always carve a little K in there, and then if it has mysterious orc prints with a K in, you'll know where to go.
I
Maybe
think
I'll
they
go
may
tell.
notice. She? He? She?
It. Go with it.
They.
Always works.
They.
Or they. They works too.
They.
They.
Okay. I'll put these in the safe.
Thank you.
She writes Wiggum and friend.
I don't have my life anymore.
It goes in the safe.
Thank you, Tatiana. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome. Travel safe.
I will be on my best behavior, I promise.
I trust you. I hope it goes well.
I do too.
Just stay safe.
I'm hoping I don't see Colton.
Because I'm gonna wreck him, son.
She pulls out a pearl. Smash this against the ground if you need privacy. It should sneak through.
I'll put it in my coffer of weightless things. It's where I put all my pretty rocks.
And I'm gonna bring it out and I'm gonna show her all of my really pretty rocks. Just hold my lighter now. And she's going to see a twitching claw.
A
Three hair
twitching
dolls.
claw?
A twitching claw. It still twitches.
Where did you get that?
I got that in Gales.
And
I don't remember giving that to you, but I don't put it past me because I know
yeah,
me.
you did. You did. A black pearl, a beige rock, a purplish polished rock, an acid pellet, another hair doll, and a half-finished warg earrings or raw earrings or however the hell you pronounce it.
Word.
Yeah, that.
That's how you pronounce it.
It's a white pearl.
Exactly like that.
It's a white pearl. A privacy question mark? You could probably figure out more about it if you wanted to. It is weightless.
So it's in the box.
Yeah. Pretty rocks.
This one,
The beige one.
this one was my friend Topo. He said it was really pretty, which is why we bonded.
She collects a lot of things.
I will
I could probably tell you more about that rock if you wanted.
The beige one?
Yeah.
No, I want to keep the little poo ball. I'm not as stupid as they think.
It's fossilized though.
It's pretty cool, actually.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Some people would pay money. Not big money, not
no, like the silver maybe on the outside,
Yes,
but I like it, and it reminds me of Topo. He's
a
dead
little
now.
shit.
Yeah,
He's
pretty
alive
much.
again now.
But he's dead now. Oh no, he's with Davina.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's alive.
Are you? No, just
What?
please don't die.
You wouldn't happen to have any diamonds the size of your fist, would ya?
Yeah.
Would you roll a diplomacy on that for me? Are you gonna rephrase that or add anything more to that?
Oh, well, yeah.
I think it's
Yes, it
perfect. I
is.
love that.
Oh, it's a nat one. So
Called it.
You gotta throw away that die.
Okay, she also rolled a nat 1.
Oh, roll up.
Roll up.
Sudden death.
Fail.
Sudden death.
Okay, so I know this spell raised death, but it costs
I just wanted
to
to
actually do the
Spanish
spell. I have to have a diamond of at least 5,000 gold pieces. I don't have that, and I was just wondering maybe you would.
The only diamond of that size I have is my mother's crown.
Oh, never mind.
And I'm hard pressed to part with that.
No.
And
I wouldn't let
unfortunately, I gave you all of our available fund. Here's 100 gold to help for your diamond fund.
It's okay.
Thank
No.
you, though. I do appreciate it.
I have a feeling if you're asking, you need it. Just take it.
I took it. And put
You
it
have
in.
100 gold.
I'm adding it to the group fund.
Hell yeah.
Travel safe. Please come back in one piece.
We're gonna try.
If we all came back in one piece, it'd be a problem. Because there are at least 6 different individual pieces.
Oh god, we're just an amalgamate.
Oh Christ.
It's
the end.
word.
It's the end of it.
I liked it.
It's too soon.
I liked it.
I don't care.
It's
what you
always
say.
too
It's
soon.
always too soon.
Did anyone ever
There's gonna be
play
Squire and
Which one?
Chunk Monk
Inside.
and Barney.
Yeah.
Inside? Like that.
Okay.
Oh god.
Gonna once again
Multiple.
All right.
motion for everybody to leave.
Let's go. Let's go. GSG. Let's.
Thank you.
I'll
Go.
join up with them as soon as they're out of the room and out of Catriona.
Alright. You now see
But
I'm
half elf
definitely-
Circes.
Okay, I will, on my way out, turn to Catriona and say, Lady Catriona,
Civil.
I will try my best to find your friend and the Lady Kafrik, but I feel it would be unfair to not inform you. My first priority is the safety of my comrades. If I believe at any point that they are in danger, I will personally pull the plug and we will exit incredibly quickly.
All I ask is that you try. And preferably hard, but I have no control beyond asking you and sending you down there.
I will try my
I
best.
hope you understand. When I say sending you, that's not it.
You be safe here.
I have Krada. If nothing else, I am safe.
Both of you be
Sometimes
safe here.
overly so.
Both of you be safe here. And then walk out the room.
As you walk outside, there's a regiment of merfolk soldiers that walks past.
I don't like this.
One of them nods at you and just continues.
Are you ready? Are you all finished
Don't
up?
kill them.
Who's
Yes,
not?
Anyone who is not preoccupied, roll a perception check.
Oops, sorry.
Ow!
If
I'm
I'm
so
his
sorry.
preoccupied.
Oh!
Like, with
I need to start using that dice.
preoccupied with what?
Anything.
18 plus 14.
He's jerking off in
14
the
plus
corner.
14.
22.
28.
Are these two smelling anything?
No, it's not a smell check.
Do a smell check. 28.
You would have got it, but you were
So it
smelling
was
it.
30.
18 and 14, so 32.
32, 20.
Yeah, 14
Okay.
plus 14.
Handsome 11.
22.
Boom!
20.
You two over here. It's a very interesting group. And then it's like, they're really pretty. Just they walk off.
I want to wear this.
Do we know who they were talking?
I want to wear
They were
their
referring to your
skin.
group, but you don't know.
We got cheerleader,
Yeah,
cheerleader
seriously,
gang going
hello.
on here.
Then we all just come swaggering out
Yeah.
in a line. Dun, 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 dun.
Carriage.
Yeah! We get on the boat and it just starts going like this. As we do.
Are we leaving now or are we leaving tomorrow?
I dropped it on the boat.
I couldn't remember if we were leaving now or tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
Would anyone like to do anything, or do we want to take a break and go shopping?
Take a break.
Take a break.
All right,
shopping.
we're going to spare you all from this shopping
Shopping.
trip for the first time in our lives. So we're back. Y'all did your shopping, mostly potions.
We made it rain.
So it's about an hour later. You guys made it to Saren's Ray, I'm assuming is where you're headed back, unless you wanted to divert someplace else.
Yeah, I'll go and meet
Yeah.
up and pick up Senpai.
Yeah.
Other than that, we can go over.
Zenpei, you try and open the door and something kind of blocking it.
Senpai, no! Boom!
You come and Zenpei sprawled across the floor, like leaning forward, obviously thrown forward by you, slamming the door open. The pipe is skittering still across the floor. Tobacco is everywhere.
Oh my, Senpai, I'm sorry. I thought
Why
you
do
were.
you have to go and not slam the door?
I thought he was.
Ow.
I thought he was in trouble. I'm
I'm
so
gonna
sorry.
pick him up.
Whoa, whoa.
Start brushing his pipe.
His pupils are just huge.
I think we should get this shit away from him for a little bit.
I'll take it.
You see there are bites out of the hallucinogenic mushroom.
Why don't we all take it as a final?
Yes!
Solidarity.
Yes!
Done. I'm gonna take a bite of the mushroom.
Why am I so tall?
I'm gonna take a bite of the mushroom.
This is how we find out everybody's backstory.
Pretty
Take a
much.
bite of the mushroom.
Take a bite of the mushroom.
Take a bite of the mushroom.
Do it. Do it.
Take a bite of the mushroom.
Do it.
Take
Do
it.
We're
it.
all,
Do
we've all
it.
done it.
Peer
I have
pressure.
not yet. I have not yet. I'm making that perfectly clear. I want to scry first.
Okay. So,
Scrying high.
all
I
right.
really like him.
So let me pull out my.
Both
Oh, I don't
yours.
have a
She's
scrying
so
quick reference.
No, you don't have a scrying quick reference. You haven't asked.
Not yet.
I want a scrying quick weapons.
A flying quick weapon.
Scrying quick weapons.
We'll upgrade that comment many,
Cool.
many a time. Up.
So I need you to roll. Squine.
Do you want to be? No, you don't want to be.
No, I'm allergic.
You're allergic?
to beer?
Yeah,
It
we've
doesn't
had this
agree.
conversation.
Yeah, it doesn't agree with.
I'm allergic to a type of
I
fox.
shouldn't have looked scrying quick reference.
So,
Because it literally brought me to
Well,
like the
like
how to
one
summon a
type.
spirit.
There's types
And
of
I
beer
died.
I'm very
Ouija
allergic
board.
to. So don't try anymore.
I tried a Ouija board once and I was just floored!
But I can drink like cold smoke. I
Okay.
can drink like there are other things I can't.
Huh.
Not like
scrying.
it's a type of hop. Yeah, like
Do you have a silver mirror worth 1,000 gold?
Well, you're not
Jesus.
missing anything because.
I can use a pool of water.
Thanks a lot, Terrence. Thanks a lot.
I just can't. What is this? Who's the silver mirror for? I don't know. Whatever.
You get
Oh,
to
yeah.
go over your
All right. So
I can drink whatever.
you watch as
You can
Wiggum
go.
pours a bowl of water and just mutters to herself. I need you to make.
Holding Kafreek's bracelet.
Okay. I need you to make 2 rolls for me. Adding your
Oh, please say spellcraft.
caster, whatever your spell mod. Actually, yeah. So I need you to roll and add your spell modifier.
Which is intelligence modifier?
Wait, that's what you use for your spells.
Yeah.
Do it.
14. 9 plus 5.
Plus your level.
Everyone
Still
draws on
24.
you. Everyone draws.
Okay. You start to mutter, and the water starts to swirl in your vision. All you guys see is her muttering over water and just chattering to herself. You feel the spell expended, and the vision starts to cloud, and it feels like something is impeding you from being able to get the spell
I
through.
liked it. That's
You're
what
welcome
I
to
was
try
thinking.
again.
His name's Charlie.
Okay.
So it's
You should draw
10 plus 15.
You
should
see
draw
William
that.
just gonna shake her head out. And,
Is everything alright over there?
I'm trying to scribe for Kafreek again.
Oh, is it not working out so well?
First time didn't. I'm hoping it's just because.
Nerves?
Yeah, and I really want to try the mushroom with you guys. Have you taken your bite yet?
No.
Are you going to?
Zenpei opens up your mouth and just. His eyes are.
Off of me.
Zepe's barely
Huge.
functioning.
Rook,
man.
eat this. No. No.
Seven.
Everything's so colorful.
You mutter again and you feel the spell expended, but it doesn't quite make it through. It seems like there's something you're not even getting to the point of trying to reach through to Freak. It seems like there's another barrier.
I can't even look at you. You're so bright. You're so bright. It's like
Do you
a
wanna try again?
Saturday.
I've only prepared it twice.
Okay.
You are my sunshine.
I could totally do a volcanic storm though.
What did you just do?
She broke a piece of the mushroom off. You're so bright. You look Saturday. I can't even look at you. It hurts. It hurts my
Hey,
eyes.
Sybil, join us.
She brings
Hey.
the dawn because she's so
Hey,
bright.
Sybil. Hey, Sybil.
Sybil,
Hey, Sybil. This
I've
is
got my
peer
piece of
pressure.
mushrooms cheering.
You're not supposed to say it like that.
Rook. Nah.
We're all in this together.
Zempe?
Yeah, that's the spirit, brother. Yeah. Don't just take that away from you. You're gonna die.
Oops.
Ah.
I hate mushrooms.
He almost seems to swell up in size.
You
But only in your
are my
vision.
Sunshine, my
You
only
only
sunshine.
sunshine.
At this point,
But we
I started a thing.
when scars are
Gray.
Guys, we should be an acapella group.
you never know,
Oh,
dear,
man.
how much
I
I love.
love you.
Please don't take my
Please
sunshine
go away. Please go away.
Please.
Yes.
Hi.
Please.
Who is it?
Iridia comes to the door.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
I came to check on your gnome friend. He was. I'm fine.
He's fine.
We're good.
Believe it or
It's
not,
good.
he
It's
does
all
this
good.
a lot.
At this point,
It's
your
an
vision
experience.
seems to tunnel and just. She seems very far away.
Oh.
Are you okay, Sybil?
She's fine.
Dawn?
We're all
Bringer?
good.
Hello?
Yes, just don't
Hey,
move my
lady.
head. It's fine. Oh my god!
I'm trying to catch you like 10 feet away from you.
You're good.
It's
Sybil.
okay.
Are they okay?
They're fine.
Are they
Oh my god!
I've never felt better. I can see space from here.
At this point, everyone's vision shifts crooked.
No. Oh my.
All at once.
They're fine.
We're all walking like this.
Oh. Oh no.
It's okay.
Oh.
Temperance.
Oh.
I need you to roll a diplomacy check.
Do you ever see how weird
Why?
fingers are?
Jesus Christ.
It's like
Stuff.
they have little names.
Oh God. That
They
one.
have little
That one?
knees.
Roll to confirm.
Gonna die.
Not
Oh my
if
god.
Five.
Guys.
I think you guys have been poisoned. I'm gonna go. I'll be back.
Okay.
I-
Guys.
We should lock the door.
At this
I
point,
agree.
you hear Gary goes.
Whoa. Wow.
Jesus Christ.
The craziest
And then-
thing I've ever remembered.
So
What?
I'm actually gonna.
What? What's the
Circe
craziest
turns
thing?
pink.
This.
Circe's, you're very bright.
Why, thank you.
Circe's.
Yes.
Circe's. What did you do to get in so much fucking trouble?
There's a long list, baby.
Tell me your best.
It would be so much faster to say what I didn't do to get in trouble.
Rook's hands are both battle axes.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
do you want to get in a sparring match with him now?
What?
Go away.
Go away.
Come on.
I can see in
Oh,
your pores, Garen.
My paws are very clean.
They're surprisingly clean.
They're sparkling and
Viridia opens the door. I think they've been poisoned.
We're just
And we see
high.
a
Go
priest.
away.
Sarah and Ray just. Are you all okay?
Are you here to bring us more magic, yummy mushrooms?
They're fun.
Sybil's just
Whoa.
slid down across the floor.
Dawnbringer, is everything all right?
You're so
don't know.
handsome.
Thank you.
This is very strange to me.
Like, I'm really jealous of all your shiny.
Where are you? I hear you, but I don't see
Starts
you.
muttering.
They're beyond the castle.
Where did you all go?
Through the lollipop forest.
Sit up, Sybil.
I've been there before.
Am I not?
So,
He snaps and.
I could see that.
Far be it from me to question the Dawnbringer. Stay safe. Do not leave until everyone is okay.
That's why the door was locked.
Rook,
It was not locked. You should lock
We
it.
said
I
we
just
were-
locked the
we
door.
didn't lock it. We said we
After Iridia left.
Thank you, Father.
Thanks,
You thought you locked
handsome
the door.
dude.
wait,
He's really handsome. Rook, my man.
Why
What?
don't you make a roll for me? A percentile die.
Oh
Oh,
no.
Jesus.
To see if she actually locks the door.
To see if she can just open it.
what was I doing?
Rook, are you actually okay?
62.
You watch as Wiggum locks the door, but her fingers.
I'm staring.
Everything's
Yeah, she just stretches and.
Like that.
I didn't cast nails, I'm good.
Rook, man.
Oh my.
Yeah, as you do that,
Are you actually okay with coming with us into the ocean? It's not really fucking scary.
Probably not.
Like, why? Why are you? Like, I really love having you here.
What the fuck else am I supposed to do?
I don't know. Like,
do you have a
Go
lady
on.
friend?
what?
Fuck no.
What?
Do you have a male friend?
I can
No.
hear,
Do you
I can
want
see
one?
your voices.
Why are you implying, Circes?
Not
I
right
mean-
now.
I don't go for dudes, but if that's your thing, who
Didn't
am
you
I to
sleep
stop
with-
you? Shit happens.
Yeah, I
It
saw
all
you.
just
I
happens.
saw you guys stumble in. It was cray.
Okay, let me set the
Like,
record.
I thought you hated that guy.
I was trying to sleep with the
Sybil?
barmaid.
Your vision now inverts and all the colors are different.
I'm white now. With black hair. I'm
Sybil,
half
you have,
drow.
like-
I can
I'm
say
like
that.
purple
Yep.
or something.
Sybil, you have like the craziest fingernails. They're so like clean and precise, and like
What you now see is a zoomed in version of the fingers.
All she sees is like hyper realistic magnified fingers.
Almost like at the point where Davina
Metallic
saw the
silver.
thing crawl out of
Dival's
Dival's pores.
Gross.
I have metallic
God.
nails. So it's just like,
You see a small city on her fingernail
Really? Cause mine are fucking cracked and shit.
with tiny.
you have the
Merfolk.
craziest fingernails, but like those fuckers need to get off of them because like. You know, the merfolk are gonna destroy everything, and that's just how it's gonna be, because they're just gonna, like, try and take over the seas, but, like, you don't understand how bad of a thing that would be. They're just
You
gonna,
have
like,
visions of
run
war.
everything.
And Whitechapel floating off into the sky.
And they're just gonna, like, kill people who are just, like, doing what they do.
Wiggum is now flying Whitechapel
What?
like a dragon.
Wiggum.
Did you call me an egg?
No,
Don't
I
call
said
me
Wig.
egg.
Wiggum.
Don't call me egg. Egg's
I
bad.
didn't call you Egg. I was just bubbly.
Oh, sorry.
Why is egg bad?
Cause that's what Annie said he'd call me when he. No, not egg. I'm
Okay.
Wiggum.
Who called you that?
Annie.
Annie, you.
Maxis.
Oh, that's right. See, I thought we had a lot of common, but it turns out
Who just ghostly appears.
turns out we were only both 17. That's the only.
Yeah, that one.
That's the only thing we had in common. Not my
You guys watch as it
shoes!
disappears into gas and flows away.
That's fucking party.
What you see is it just turned into an ocean of vomit.
Do it again.
I wonder if I can catch that.
Zenpei is on his trident riding the vomit.
Zenpei, you're gonna need a bath.
I'm so sorry.
So it'll just turn into the
I would like you to roll a
strength
strength roll for me
Oh god.
with advantage.
A strength roll?
Mm-hmm.
17. 12
It
plus 5.
sprays out of fingers.
It's okay. It's so.
Animaxis puts up the
It's
shield.
It's okay. It's okay.
Says no, but then you see
Okay.
Ampero just.
You'll be fine.
I think I can see the city now.
Just breathe.
You see the merfolk swimming in it. Garen, you see vomit. But
I don't see anything.
you see the merfolk swimming on Garen's face. Oh god!
It's on my tusks. No.
You watch as you see Garen pluck out one of his tusks.
Cleaning your chest with my scarf.
Ah!
Do you guys ever think about
You see the button shop now in the tusk.
do you guys ever think about the way like the world just like is? Like what is with that? And then like the fact that the ocean just like moves.
Cersei's is on the ceiling.
Because, you know, like, it, like, moves, and there are tides and shit move, but, like, why does that happen? Because, like, it might have been because of gods once upon a
It's
time, but,
because
like,
of the
they...
moon and shit, dude.
But they, like, but, no, but, like, they don't even care. But, like, they don't even care.
Cersei starts to slowly drift off into a whisper. Just
Like, you don't understand. You don't understand. It's so fucking crazy. It's so
and as she rubs her head, it just kind of turns into Play-Doh and just spreads around.
You're having a bad trip, bud.
Zenbei is just, you guys
No
can't
one is
hold your
helping.
mushrooms.
No one is helping him.
Well, because there's
I am.
not
I've
one.
been holding her this whole
There's
time.
not one person in this room who is not affected by this shit.
Yeah.
Which there usually
I'm
should
not-
be, so that nobody hurts themselves.
Wiggum, please
Hey,
tell me what this is all about.
you're
What's all about?
UCX apartments
Like-
right now.
Why you like?
Okay.
Why are you like this?
You feel,
Both?
you swallow, but it's constant. It's like it's never ending. You're swallowing the world.
Okay.
Breathe. Breathe.
Alright.
Civil.
I'll get on tool. I need to work on tool.
Okay. Just keep breathing, Civil.
Rook is speaking into his hand. Can you see the tool?
Is still a battle axe.
Yeah.
It's not.
I'll be the tool.
Okay. See ya, thanks.
Petting his battle axe while speaking into it.
No, he's snuggling it.
He's snuggling the battle axe.
There's now a battle pillow axe.
Thanks, Darling
I'm
Spencer.
gonna get going.
Okay.
Okay.
Thanks for joining
Thanks,
us.
guys.
Ryan.
We'll see you next Tuesday, which is not me calling you anything nasty.
Okay.
So that's Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Yeah.
Wednesday.
Used to be
Whatever
Take care
Tuesday.
of your own, my friend.
Feel
Get some
better.
good rest.
Yeah, I got it.
Oh, wait, now
I'll give you a high five.
Oh, wait.
No.
Oh!
We're not nice
Oh,
friends.
man.
What asshole.
It's okay. There are people who are worse at work.
It's because we genuinely care. We're just also dicks.
And now he's gone. And then there were... Yeah, you have...
Where did my brother go?
He's your brother?
He's not my brother, like biologically, but he's just
Suddenly you
like
start to
me.
question if you are not biological brothers.
He's just like me. He's an abomination. Not just like me.
I've never met a nation like me.
No, please.
You have now
No
disappeared
more.
into Sybil's chest. You are now floating in a black void.
Damn it, why can't I do that?
I like
You see
This-
Garen's head is now inside of Sybil's chest.
Why can't I do that? Why is that not
you hear-
okay?
Just right into her bosom. All you're doing is motorboating Sybil right now.
Why can't I do that?
And suddenly a vision of Davina and Marius just...
Do I see this?
Yeah, just...
Who are these people?
I don't know any of them.
There's also an Otia just...
Ah!
You rip your head out of the chest,
I'm not an abomination!
and your hands start to... As you grab Sybil's breasts.
Why?
Everything starts
Sorry.
to fade back in. And you just kind of realize your hands are just almost glued to Sybil's chest. I would like you... I would like you all to roll to see who comes back first.
Oh boy, where's my box? There's my box. Okay.
And I'm gonna roll for Wiggum.
Safe.
That's a nat 1.
16.
And what did you get?
11.
So, Rook is now in the bath.
Mm-hmm.
You're the first one to come back and you see...
Damn it. Sybil, you gonna puke?
I'm just covered.
You see there's
I'm
vomit
covered
everywhere.
in vomit.
Dude, puke if you gotta puke. That's how you get it out.
Yeah, please.
Hey, Garen? You might want to move your hands.
Sybil,
bud.
you come back. And you just see
Garen moved him to his head
I
when I
moved
said
into
it.
my
there's
head.
vomit everywhere.
I know.
And he watches as Garen just gets the vomit in his hair.
Oh.
It's everywhere.
Again.
Don't tell me what I can read.
Wiggum comes back and sees...
We're coming back to ourselves.
You see as Garen is putting vomit in his hair.
Oh, Garen.
There's vomit everywhere.
Buddy.
Garen,
Oh my.
please.
Don't throw up on
Garen,
me
you come
again.
back.
Garen, honey, go take a bath. Don't even look around, just go take a bath. Please.
Don't treat me like I'm a child. I can clearly see I'm fucked right now.
I wasn't treating you like a child. I was trying to keep you from looking at your hair.
I can see everything.
Drip.
Okay.
I'm just gonna walk out.
Sybil, control it this time. Go somewhere more appropriate to puke.
I was gonna walk out anyway, but
Would you like you to roll a percentile die for me?
I think I'm okay. Oh. Why?
where's my
Why does that say
79.
You walk in and Rook is in your tub. Hello.
why?
I'm gonna walk downstairs to the downstairs tubs where I've been bathing.
There's
otherwise.
tubs in your...
Oh, well, no, because when we
Oh, the
first
nice
came
one.
to Sarah and Ray, they told us that the baths were downstairs.
You're right. He's just laying in your
Bed.
chamber pot.
You can lay in that? That's impressive stuff.
I pick him up to the best of my ability, like put his arm over my
Alright.
shoulder, and I'm gonna take him and we're gonna go take a bath. Downstairs.
Alright.
I'm going to clean up.
Auridia's just... Were you poisoned? Was I right?
Yes. Now give us a bath.
Just kind of point the... Do you want 2?
2 baths.
Okay. Just... There's now hot water and you take baths.
Okay.
Rook is... I'm okay. I can bathe my...
No, I keep putting him up. I'm gonna bathe him first, and then I'm gonna set him down, and then I'm gonna take a bath.
He just kind of sits
and a
there.
towel. Huge towel.
Meanwhile, all the while, Zempe is still just
Zempe's just-
black.
Senpai had so much more than any of us did.
Senpai also has a tolerance. He
I was
grew
gonna
up in
say, you
Gimble
grew
Hop.
up there.
He grew up in his mother's
And he just-
womb.
Did you have fun?
Why do you choose to do these
It's
things?
fun, man.
Ah,
You see a drawing you made of you floating off in space, and Wiggum riding Whitechapel.
I thought it was gonna say Wiggum riding you. And I was like, God damn it, everyone but me.
There's just like little drawings of everything. It's very well done, and just kind of an abstract style. This is why.
I come back.
no words.
Yes.
Whenever
Everyone is.
Okay.
Y'all kind of take the time to clean up.
Yeah,
Okay,
It's
so
just
like,
been me scrubbing in.
Are you prestidigitating?
I don't have that, but
Oh. Does anyone
I'm
have?
scrubbing with it.
I'll just like sit
Zempe
there
uses like
still.
one prestidigitation on you, just and the vomit disappears.
Oh,
I just like, I'm gonna sit there
Thank
and
you.
like, still contemplate the world. We'll like clean up.
I come back. Rook is very tired.
I'm very tired.
I'm gonna put him to bed.
Bed.
I put him to bed.
oh. Well. Okay.
So
Meet
like,
here in the morning.
so like
It's about
Wiggum.
7 at night.
So like Wiggum,
Yeah,
what's your deal?
I come out.
which means
Like you're real interesting. You're really, really fascinating. Like
Yeah, I'm
you,
not questioning this too.
you've got like a lot of really cool shit, and you are really interesting. So like, what up?
Yeah, what gives? What are you?
I have never
Where are you
met
from? What do you do?
A half
that's a
elf
lot
that
of
looks
questions
like
coming
you.
from someone with 15 faces.
I mean, ask
Just
me
saying.
questions.
Why do you have 15 faces?
I already told you that. I get in trouble a lot, and so I gotta keep switching faces.
Why?
Yeah.
Why?
She gets in trouble in like every town with a different face.
Yeah.
She's gotta have like
Okay,
backups.
questions for later. Where are you from? Wiggum?
Originally, from a bog.
As in, like, a swamp?
From
No,
a
not a swamp.
a bog. But people who are not familiar with a bog would call it a swamp, yes, but
Ah,
yeah.
Okay.
It's a mistake that happens often, it's okay. I'm still trying to...
Is it like a marsh?
So you're from a bog.
Yes, I'm from a bog.
Is it a nice bog?
I don't remember.
Fair.
where was this bog? Was it
Well,
like a
remember.
settlement? Or was it just a small home? Or
I don't remember.
what do
Fair.
you remember?
That she's from a bog.
I know I'm from a bog. I know at one point I had a mother that I don't want to talk about.
Fair.
I think you seem very apprehensive to speak about this. If you don't want to talk about it and you're not comfortable, then you shouldn't be pushing it.
I appreciate that.
Where'd you learn your magic?
I've been around a while.
How
Yeah.
long is a while?
How old do I look?
Maybe in your late 20s.
I'm gonna say somewhere near bullshitting 200?
You look lovely.
Thank you.
That was the correct answer.
Close.
That shit.
You're close
really
at
that-
200.
But I'm still gonna be cleaning up vomit.
That must be nice. I'll be lucky if I make it to 70.
Trust me. The way this comes about, I'm gonna put down the rag and the brush, and the way it comes about is not nice. It's not pleasant. It's not something I'm proud of.
Are we aware that that is unusual
Yes.
for a half elf? Is it regular for a full elf? Do you know
Full
that?
elves can live centuries, but
Yeah.
But you know, it's not normal. This is
For a half
this is
elf,
abnormal,
it's-
especially for someone to look as young as Wiggum.
Mm-hmm.
And
Like
so,
this.
I look 27.
but yet
Oh,
you're
here.
200.
That's a nice answer. Thank you. Did we
But-
ever actually decide how old I am?
Yeah.
Did we? I don't remember.
I did.
Oh, you did?
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever tell me?
No.
Okay.
You don't know.
Great. 200 near.
That's what you said, so maybe that's what you think.
I hate you.
Well, that is very unusual. When do you stop remembering?
Every time I die.
Every time you die? What do you mean by that?
Every time I die, I end up remembering 3 things about the life before and nothing further.
How often have you died?
You could roll a percentile die.
Okay, thank you, because, yeah. Is this going to be how many times I've died?
This is going to see how accurately you remember things by how close you get to my roll.
Oh, good.
You can roll 2 rolls.
I'm going to stay with 83.
No, I need to know them both.
Of course you do. 42. It's for life, the universe, and everything.
Yeah.
Douglas Adams, baby.
Little space Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Yeah.
Mama.
Can we all just talk
You
about
probably
the whale
died
in the sky?
between 30 and 50 times.
That's a lot of time.
That's actually close to what I was going to go with.
So,
Between 30 and 50 times.
holy fuck!
Yeah.
How?
Holy fuck.
Civil language!
You resurrected someone in front of our eyes, and now you're telling us that you yourself have been resurrected that many times? Who resurrected
Actually, have you've seen her resurrect?
Yeah, we watched her resurrect Zempe's father.
No.
They haven't seen me
We
resurrect.
haven't seen you. We haven't seen
Zempe
you.
killed me in Gales.
That was when we had
Oh,
to
that's
meet
right.
So
Castle.
they haven't seen me.
No one has but Zenpei.
No one has with
Yeah.
Zempe. And Zempe is...
Zempe is
Something's out of his mind.
I
yeah.
saw her resurrect once.
Thank
I
you again
killed
for
her.
killing me, Zempe.
I'm sorry. This
What?
woman is evil.
I
I
don't know if
agree.
This is the party I want to stay with.
It was not on my
Wait,
choice.
spoon.
The
keep
spoon that I
hearing
gave to
spoons.
Catriana.
What is the spoon? I'm so
The
confused.
apocalypse.
It's a spoon of war.
It was what they were hiding when we found them on the boat.
Okay.
It
That's-
made me kill her.
That's full of dark magic and a dark presence.
You guys all seem like you know what you're talking about. I'm not gonna question
I'm
it.
gonna be real honest. I have no idea what's going on either, Gary.
She's technically the only one who doesn't know what we're talking about.
Yeah, I have no fucking
Yeah, you-
clue what's going on.
Yeah, we
We've
talked
talked
about
about this
going
with
over
Gary.
to Whitechapel. We were going to go to Whitechapel and destroy the spoon.
Oh, I guess so.
Yeah.
During the
Maybe-
boat.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
and then...
Garen doesn't fucking know this stuff. He doesn't register
He
magic
doesn't remember that.
things.
And
Well,
It's like I met these crazy people that I don't know that started talking about a spoon. Just saying.
fair.
are you cursed? Or are you blessed? I've never known someone to be able to revive themselves. We've only ever been told that with great restoration
Do you
magic
believe
we
in
can
redemption?
Yeah.
Of course. It's one of the founding principles of my lady.
I don't know.
Do I know
I'll be honest.
with the ring? Do I know? Is that one of the things I know?
You don't know exactly how, but you do know.
So I know there was a ritual, but I don't know the ritual.
Correct.
Okay. We talked about that.
Yeah. we
Okay. When I was younger, about this age, actually, how old I look now, I did a lot of bad stuff. My mom taught me a ritual to take people's lives. Literally. Their lives. so that I could continue living.
How many lives did you take?
Hundreds.
I don't know for sure. I know that I did this a long time, and I don't really know anymore.
Are you a necromancer?
No, I'm a bog witch.
Oh.
So when you were crying witchcraft at the sliced bread, I can tell you no, that's not witchcraft. It's a knife and bread. I mean, he could have used some kind of witchcraft, but no.
Well, in my lady's teachings, we are taught the foundation of her belief is repentance and redemption to those that seek it, and swift justice to those that don't.
Music is on point.
You helped
Right.
save a village, and you're willing to put your life on the line to help our cause in saving another innocent.
As well as closing a chasm and killing a lich, and that what we saw.
I believe you are doing my lady's work, whether you understand it or not. Do you
No.
continue to take lives?
I haven't done it in a very, very long time. I don't remember how to do it. And I'm glad for that. I don't ever want to go back to where I was. I've been trying to be good ever since then.
I believe you have.
It's not easy.
It's never easy. If it was easy, it wouldn't be any sacrifice. It'd mean nothing if it was easy. You've helped us, and I'm proud of you.
You're kind of my hero right now. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm no hero.
You're totally a hero.
Thank you, Gary.
I've seen you do so many heroic things. It's insane. I've never met anyone more heroic in my life.
What do you think you did
Other than
with
my
the girl
mom.
downstairs? That was heroic. You
Yeah.
may not think so, but that girl was on her way to an early grave and you stepped in and said, no, you deserve better. That's heroic.
Yeah.
Forget slaying Gendor, good God. I would kiss your feet for that alone because that was freaking epic. But it's the little things you do you don't even realize you do.
That's kind of you to say. But I believe in Mohini. It's for you too, Cersei.
Oh God. I didn't do it.
You should not look for recognition for doing the right thing. It's how you're doing the right thing. It doesn't matter what mistakes you've made in the past. It doesn't matter what people think of you here or anywhere. It's what you're doing now and what you plan on doing in the future. I don't mind that you have many faces. I don't care that you've done bad things in either of your pasts. What matters is that you're here now and that you're doing what you believe to be right. And that is what I respect. That is heroic to me.
Full disclosure, I'm doing what seems to, be interesting and draw money.
You say that, but
I believe it.
Yeah.
It seems
I don't-
about right.
there was no benefit in
You
going
also
into
doing
that
some
role.
fun pranks. Fun ass pranks.
Entertaining? Money.
You're the best.
I'll be real honest about that fact. I might skirt the truth now and then, but that fact will remain solid. Is it entertaining? Does it get me money?
Don't forget, it gets you laid.
Say
Does
that.
it get me laid? There's 3 now.
Oh man. Said quite a life you're living.
Yeah.
That's what you say.
Believe what you want, so you and I will never see eye to eye.
You believe what you want, my friend.
Well, William,
Yeah.
thanks for telling us.
Yeah, that was brave.
You didn't have to do that. I'm a nosy bitch. I just want to know a little bit about people. But, thank
You know a lot more than I've told anybody else, even Davina and Marius.
Who are these
Wow.
people? You guys keep saying these names.
Davina and Marius are the people that I traveled with before.
Just
Like
now?
I said, they sound pretty cool.
No, but they're the only ones that I want to talk about. I mean, Zempe was there and Ishtar, but
What?
Ishtar just left. And there was a little frog man. His name was Tapo. He's our cleric. Tapo.
I like it.
He got broken.
Happens.
By Rook.
Happens.
What did Rook do to him?
Well, to be fair, Rook was in the chasm with us. He just, I don't know.
It's a good thing we weren't in the chasm now, right?
Seems like we missed quite a bit.
I'm
there.
missing some. There was a chasm?
It's a long
It was
road.
like an evil ass place with like vampires and like
Legit.
dungeons and like scary things.
There was a whole room made of flesh and blood.
That's
That's nasty.
Like you would walk and it would squish.
It would seem that
I'm gonna pull
Had
out.
naked chain ladies in it.
we
I'm
met.
gonna pull out the 10-foot chain
That
I
could be
have
fun.
in my bag of holding. This is from that room.
You know, honestly, I prefer to stay outside, but it sounds cool nonetheless. Like I said, I maintain what I said. I think it's nice that
All
we
I
stayed
know is a
outside.
very dark place that these three
However,
went
I'm
before
also
we
going
met
to
them.
pull out Moon Key to show you.
Do I recognize the moon key?
There's this big moon, full moon, and you watch as it transitions and it goes back to a full moon.
Do I recognize the moon key?
You could roll,
Knowledge religion. On the vampiric order.
you could
Vampiric order.
try.
My name is Karen. My teeth are fine. My skirts are
10 plus 7,
tiny.
17.
You know that there's some religions that use moons, and they jump to mind, but nothing screams vampire.
Even though it was a scary place, it
This
did
was a
have some
giant
pretty
moon.
parts. This is
See.
actually the key that we used to get out. They let me keep it.
Cool.
Let's see.
Oh.
I like it.
But
Well,
yeah, they were my traveling companions before I met up with you guys.
And where did they go exactly?
Davina's mom was sick.
Ah, that's unfortunate.
Yeah. So she needed to go and take care of her.
I would have done the same thing.
she was the awesome no?
And then Marius.
Did you know she
Who's-
was from the same place I was from? But she became a dancer and she like traveled around the world and shit. I heard about that. Yeah, we took a lot of pride of it.
Where are you from, Garen?
From Hard Rock. It's kind of like in the mountains, northwest of or northeast of Enver.
Is there ocean near it?
Yeah, it's on an island.
Oh, it's on an island.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's on the same
I
island.
might have a chance of possibly understanding where you're talking about then.
Yeah. I only know that because I'm a local. That's all.
Without
Hell,
looking at the map, I would have no idea. I've never been there.
she totally had Marius wrapped around her little finger. And he had to follow her.
If we say so, I mean, if they were friends though, it'd be like if
They
you
were.
left, I'd go with you. Or if you left, I'd go with you.
There was something more there, I think. They kind of fit together.
Was Marius that?
He was a drunkard.
Been there.
Done that.
I'll
Did
get
you
there
say it was
someday. I'm just kidding.
Dampier before?
Mhm.
And you were okay with that?
Yeah, like what
He was
I
a
like.
good man.
Really?
When I talked to him, when he was around me, he was a good man. He seemed to be fighting it.
It's good on him.
You can't help how you were born.
Exactly.
Just saying.
I suppose not, but
The circumstances with which you were raised.
there are. Where I was raised and believed, there are certain races that are more pre-exposed to the dark forces in which we have to fight. Vampires, and by extension Dampiers, are one of such race. So if you tell me he's a good man, maybe he was an exception to the rule.
I think that everybody in my crew is an exception.
That Davina was a demon.
She had nails like a freaking dragon!
I have a picture of us painting them together.
Topo painted it.
So you said where you worship. Where are you from?
Yeah.
Well, I'm from initially a small vineyard to the north, near the northern continent, on the northern continent, near the, I'm sorry,
You're the second cataclysm.
well, what's it?
How much of that did you write about me?
Where we spoke of
Sparkles.
the northern correlation of countries, of cities, that we had talked to initially, to Catriona and Crowder about. It's a small village, no real importance outside of their Etapa village. It was a small vineyard and revolved mainly around the church, as you would imagine. And then, as you've heard me speak of before, I studied for many years at Whitechapel, which is on the edge of the peninsula of this continent, to be a paladin of ceremony.
It's pretty amazing.
Why Stone Red?
Why? It's a strange question to ask.
Not really. There are many gods in the pantheon.
Right.
I was
Benny.
raised in a church, a monastery, a chapel of Sarenrae, so I was already exposed to it. But I mean, Sarenrae, she's one of the few gods that sees there is a chance for redemption for whoever. She preaches that even the most evil and corrupt of the gods can even be redeemed. The fallen and the evil, they are only misguided. And I suppose that sense of purpose gives me hope for this world. It seems as good a cause to fight for as any, and my faith has always been rewarded, just as any of us who are faithful and true to our cause would be.
That's reasonable.
So it resonates with your heart.
Of course.
It's pretty good.
I want to help this world if I can, not simply by prayers, but to actually change this world. That's why I chose to be a paladin instead of a sister. I wanted to be more proactive. I was helping more people with my actions and not my prayers. And thanks to you all, we were able to slay Gendor, a very evil purpose in this, evil creature and monster in this world.
He's an evil dolphin.
He was an evil porpoise.
You're an evil.
He was a lion. He was a giant porpoise, wasn't he?
He raised a necroporpoise once.
He made it do tricks.
That's
Using bones.
very noble cause of you. For you.
I'll be
That's
happy
pretty
to help
In
you
the
commendable.
with that.
center wall.
I'll help you too. You know, it's kind of while we're here.
That's what we do.
Well, whatever you need. As long as,
There's money and a chance you can get laid. And it's
someone knows
fun.
me.
Sure, but if you stick around us, what I found with all of you is it's no short and it's always a riling good time.
You know?
It's always interesting.
Is there money? Is it fun? Can I get laid? That's all there is to me.
I'm just trying to do good and have a little fun. Doesn't
This
hurt
whole-
that I'm freaking nuts.
I will admit, this whole doing good thing's new to me. But, you know,
You'll catch on.
it's fit in the 3 categories, so.
You okay, Senpai?
My knee popped.
You've been rather quiet, Zenpai.
I'm
Doing
very,
okay?
very high.
And you keep smoking.
You see, they are just when Zenpai smokes, I get to smoke too. I don't think I breathed air all day.
Fair.
Feyor.
I mean, I get
That's
it.
it.
Pipes don't work that well underwater, so yeah,
Oh,
I'd
geez.
imagine.
Anyone else nervous about this?
Yeah. I'm
Feyor's
nervous.
pause.
Nervous without my friends here, but they'll be fine.
I'd
They'll
be
be
lying
okay.
if I wasn't concerned. But as long as we keep our wits about ourselves and go down there and have a purpose, ensure we get in and out before anything bad really happens.
My only
I promised Capriana I was going to be on my best behavior. I need your guys' help. Sometimes, not you.
No, you don't want my help with that.
Y'all's help because you were egging me on. Sometimes I don't know.
My only problem with this whole scenario is that Catriana's gotta know what she's sending us into.
Oh,
And I bet her intentions are good. However, I just don't trust that they don't know we're coming.
All I know is that they've made it personal. They're coming after my family, and I'm not okay with that.
Not even just that either. The fact that they killed those people and all their families, it's just really fucked up. What else are they willing to go for?
The
How far
entire
are they
ocean.
We can't let that happen.
No, my people will be dead.
But can we start an international incident that could get everyone involved or out killed?
They're gonna start it regardless of us.
I don't know if it's wise for us to involve ourselves on that scale. We were sent with a purpose, and if we can find and help Lady Freak, perhaps she can help us and help put things back to the way they were. I don't think us going down there and trying to avenge those families and our personal grudges against him will solve anything. The fact is, I do not agree with what he did, but he was completely within his right to do so.
Yeah, but how do the people there feel?
I mean, that's not even like my concern. I'm just saying, fucking,
What if
fucking bastard won't have any hesitation to kill us.
Most likely.
And then what happens to those poor people down there? To those merfolk who aren't slaughtering?
They're innocent
Innocents.
fucking people.
I think we should keep our eyes open to see how he stands.
You got my eyes.
You can try and help us. We
I
can
mean,
down there,
I'm not
but
saying we go and try to kill him. I'm not saying we go and start a revolution.
I don't know. I'm a
Because-
terribly good aim.
Yes, you do.
Just kidding.
But I think we need to keep our eyes open for any allies for Catriana. Not
that's wise.
not to start, but so that in case she needs help under the water.
Right.
So, we go under with the full intention to find and or help Lady Kafrik while keeping an eye out for any potential allies along the way. I think that would be a wise and
Don't
reasonable
forget
decision.
to actually see this place. Oh my god. I've never been there. This is one of the very few places I know I've never been.
Definitely.
I can't wait to see it. I'm like really excited about it actually.
I don't think I've been there. Pretty
What
sure
is
I
it
haven't.
like?
Pretty
How
sure
do-
I haven't been there.
I mean, is there going to be
Pretty sure.
places where people can breathe? Or
You
are
guys
we
could-
going to have to wear those respirators all the
If
time?
you guys would like to roll knowledge local with disadvantage,
Nope.
I would not.
any of you
know.
who have lived on this continent,
Sure.
Oh, one of those.
No,
is,
I'm just not gonna roll.
With
There's
disadvantage.
no way.
yes,
I'm not.
you still can roll with
Okay,
disadvantage.
because that's not horrendous then. So that's a 14 and 5, so 19.
Yeah, mine's 8 and 3, so 11.
Second roll was a natural 20, and I'm really sad it was a disadvantage
What
now.
was the first one?
14,
Okay, that's
so
good.
19.
My best one was 13.
It's none of you have ever heard of them having any external policy. It's mostly been sealed off from the world. It's only been in the past decade that any sort of real relations, if you can even call them relations, have been formed. But even then, you've heard it's miles under the sea and some of the deepest portions of the ocean.
So, okay, as far as I remember, it's something like they haven't seen outside people in an ungodly amount of time. Except for, like, real recent. So, I don't...
Which you all,
Oh,
from your
yeah.
recent talks, attribute to Katriana and Kafrik.
I don't know.
Lady Catriona did say something to the extent that there may be others that are not merfolk down there. Not many, but a few.
No, we're going to stick out like a sore thumb no matter what.
Well,
It's true.
I mean...
We just have to be careful. It's as simple as that. And make sure we don't get over our heads.
Not a huge fan of doing this without a certain amount of anonymity, but
me
this is
neither.
the way we gotta do it.
You guys see a meteor shower starting in the ceiling.
Wait,
That is really
Because we
really
can see
cool.
the sky
oh,
and ceiling.
I
Yeah.
think I've missed that detail.
Yeah. It's like a magical
You just see-
display.
It's a Hogwarts ceiling. It's a great hall ceiling. I got
It's
you.
Totally.
every minute or so there's 2 or 3.
Guys, make a wish.
I
Okay.
wish we don't die.
Seconded. Hey, we all get out of the chasm okay.
The chasm.
My entire party, oh, except for Taco, Brooke killed him, so.
Doesn't
Always-
count.
Totally doesn't count.
One of our party members killed him. It wasn't by them. Doesn't count.
We didn't think we were going to get out of there, and we did.
I wish we do good.
Can't say mine out loud, but that's alright.
Neither can I.
I really want to wash your mind out with soap. 'Cause I know exactly what you were thinking.
I guarantee you don't.
Okay.
Well, should we get ready to go to bed?
I don't know.
Well, I mean,
I go out to the. I'll go out to the torch area.
Circes,
Hmm.
would you like to sleep in a bed?
I got a bedroll.
Would you like to sleep in a bed?
I'm fine.
Okay. Thought I'd offer.
It's a little gustier outside than it's been before, but
I go outside.
the door's open and it's very like you think romantic movie or romantic book cover where
Billowing.
it's yes.
Oh,
Curtains.
I'm used to the cold sea air. I'm fine.
Then lightning strikes and hits you and you fall off the ledge.
You know,
I'm not saying
with
you.
how mad Colton was about doing paperwork, I wouldn't be surprised.
I
I'm not vengeful.
lay out my bedroll in the same room as Rook. Wake up.
Alright.
Go to my room and get out my coffin.
You all sleep through the night. It's calm. Everyone roll a percentile die for me.
What did you say?
Fucking coffin. Forget about this.
I can't forget about this.
15.
33.
I'm having a hard time finding my percentile dice.
61.
A handsome 11.
Yes.
My roll was a 12.
Oh! Fuck yeah! Low scores for the win.
I mean, I got close.
I wake up first, motherfuckers! Yes!
No, you have a crazy ass dream.
Okay, that's fair.
Oh, he's giving you the finger.
He's giving you the finger.
He's fingering you.
He's fingering you!
Well,
Come here, Sybil.
Oh dear.
I'll cough.
Turn your head first.
Whisper sweet nothings into my ear.
Don't stick your finger there when I'm checking this.
Sunshine, my only sunshine.
You make me happy when skies are gray.
You never know, dear, how much I love you. So please don't take my sunshine away.
And you wake up to clouds. Shit!
Well, the storm is a bird.
And everyone awakens at their own pace. Zempe at William's door.
Hold on. Okay.
Can you make waffles? In case you die, I
I
want to
can
have
make
waffles.
waffles.
Are you still high?
Are you still high?
Hi.
No.
I'll make enough waffles for you.
One eye is still black. The other one's
And he's
blue.
swaying
Wait, when was the ship leaving?
in the
This
morning.
morning. This morning.
So we need to eat fast?
I think we should be okay.
Anime montage. Put the waffle in your mouth and run out the door.
We're supposed to be there an hour after sunrise so that Sybil can still give the morning blessing.
Yeah, truth.
Hell yeah. Cool. That's.
I was 11.
You get advantage on waffle rolls.
Thank you.
You do.
23. I rolled an 18 plus
You
my
tried something
5
new about
waffle crafting.
you put pockets of syrup into the waffle as you cook it, so as you cut into it, you don't even need to put syrup on the top, and you advise everyone against
I
it.
put powdered sugar on it
Yeah.
for them, so they can't cook.
And then you see there's no syrup, which is initially probably a disappointment for most of you.
What's up?
Trust.
And there's a pocket of syrup that bursts in your mouth, and as you pull away from the waffle, you see that it is encapsulated. It's
Like it?
warm.
This is the coolest thing.
Trust.
They're all very good. Rook arises. Little Aruxes.
I made it with my waffle iron.
Focus.
Completely magic free.
So do I.
Nothing like non-magic waffles.
Ain't that the damn truth?
Ain't that some shit?
Y'all enjoy your meal. Is there anything you want to do in Saren's Ray before you go downstairs for Sybil's morning blessing?
I'm gonna preen myself while
Right.
she's praying.
You do your prayers, you prepare your ring spells, you do whatever you need
Making
to do.
myself pretty. And I'm talking to myself.
Zempe.
Talking to myself, reciting my spells.
I'm gonna plan
Because
out.
my animals are not here to talk to. Like
While
I
everybody's doing their preparation stuff, I'm gonna try and think through and plan out how I would go about making a disguise, like a merfolk disguise that would stand up to water. I'm just gonna start thinking about it,
Okay.
trying to figure it out.
I can skin a merfolk and wear them like a bodysuit.
No, because I'm thinking you know how their faces are shaped different, using the
Alright.
the mouth thing to help shape the face.
Bodysuit.
Okay.
I heard it twice. I'm only gonna do it once.
Okay.
Slide in
Actually,
that
wait a
shit.
minute. We're going to the ship today. We're not going to get there today.
No.
No.
Yes, that's true.
That's true.
You are correct.
I'm going to prepare the force cries then.
All right.
But I'm only going to do one right now. 7 plus 15, so 12.
Plus your caster level.
Yeah, sorry, 22. 7 and 15 is 12.
22.
The same occurrence happens. It almost brings some concern to you that you have not succeeded 3 times. This is abnormal, because usually there's something.
Abnormal.
That was all I was doing.
Cool.
Alright.
Yeah.
You head downstairs to where Iridia is sitting with Aunt Lar. They're sitting, you see that he is actually talking about his vows. Here. Got to be... I can wear some things, but they can't be real, you see. It would be against my vow. And she's like, just like with the drinking, I am vowing to only drink 3 days. And you see her with her bucket. She's like, you've done better. You cut down from 4. It's all about improvement. And you see that he made this carving wall, and every time that you do a day like this, you put a mark. That way you can see how good you are. You don't mark the bad days, because they don't matter. Yeah. Good morning.
Good morning, you two. How are you doing today?
The shakes are going away.
Good.
Someone making a porno? What just happened?
Yeah, it was a guitar strum.
He's not moving his way towards you.
I'm not even acknowledging you.
You look very nice today, COCs.
Improvement.
He called you the right name. Please.
I give him a thumbs up. That's better than before.
Thank you.
Are you ready to give the blessing?
Of course.
Why don't you roll a religion check with advantage and then a performance check with advantage?
Cool.
Chicken and nips.
My brothers and sisters.
I would say that you should probably make a I would say performance blessing.
She gave an amazing.
I'm doing
She
a
gave an
percentage
amazing
and
word.
what?
She just gave the
You're
shit.
doing a performance
Oh, I know.
and religion with advantage.
Both with advantage.
Because I'm going to say you should probably make a performance blessing, and you're welcome to use ranks on that as
My
well.
brothers and sisters, as we have gathered before
Which blessing, I don't have a better word for it, but it's going to be multi-use. It's basically for your
Cool.
religious speech.
Okay, so religion. That's 6 plus 7, so that's 13.
Okay.
And then in performance,
You forgot some of your scripture. It's cool. Happens to the best of us.
13 and 5, so 18.
You were really preoccupied with everything that was going on, and you kind of forgot that you had the blessing that was going on, so you didn't prepare.
Right, okay.
Everyone feels like you're a little off, but they put it beyond you being ill-prepared and more of just a bad day.
I have a hangover.
You're still very good.
Just
And you definitely lift people up and say something along the lines of remain truthful to your values and do good, and you will be honored for
You're
doing
trying
good
to show me the
things.
room, but the puppy
I
was
like
in the
that. That's
picture.
way better than
I'm
what
way more
I come up
concerned
with.
about the puppy.
Everyone thanks you. They give you their blessings.
Then we all walk out in a single line
And-
with this music going.
There's a little girl that comes up to you in an outfit that you realize is emulating you. She holds up a little pouch. Says, "Open this later. I made it myself."
Thank you, everyone.
She runs off and is like, "Mommy, I did it."
Hell yeah! Pouch of death.
There's a sigh of rain.
I made it myself.
You
pouch from Church Girl.
You got this from a girl who went to church at your friggin' whatever you want to call it.
Dressed like you.
If this is something
Mystery.
going to kill us,
Pouch.
Little girl.
this little girl's a demon.
Little girl.
No, Gil.
Little girl.
Alright. Anything else you guys would like to do before you make it to the boat?
No.
Alright, you guys make it to the docks. You make it early. You gave a purposefully short but not abrupt prayer. Very succinct.
Rub-a-dub-dub, thanks for the grub, dig in.
Next time I'm just gonna be like, Cersei's, you got this one. Tell you out. Go up there.
Tell ya, let's talk religion. You just like,
Every time we go and have lunch,
It's just
dinner,
a
or breakfast
stand-up.
on this boat, it's your turn to go up there and say grace.
alright, rub-a-dub-dub, thanks for the grub, amen.
There we go.
What you see is
Like a true sailor.
State firm is
you
there.
don't really know where your boat is, but you make it to the dock. There's a different array of ships. There's some airships, some that look different. You see a gentleman kind of at a podium, and it has like a covered space for him. He's looking through his book and making notes, and you see that there's scrolls almost falling off the edge of this that are
Is
just
it the
tacked.
dock master?
You could reasonably assume that it's
Oh,
a
we
dock
talked
master.
to the dock master
Yeah,
when
you,
we got
yeah,
here.
you recognize this person.
Note from Lady Catriona. So,
Oh! Paid for. Supposed to give you the best accommodations we have.
oh, that's Chelsea.
You see him take another note and seal it. You'll need this for your return passage. Please don't lose it. He takes you over, and you see that as he's leading around, these are very expensive looking ships. A lot of them are airships that you pass by. There's one in similar markings that reminds you of the ship that you chartered from Gales. It's very
Eric's
similar.
ship?
Huh?
Eric's ship?
Not Eric's ship.
The ghost ship.
The ghost ship.
Mm.
There's very similar markings. It's not identical. But you see there are
Ghost
Vashkan. Whatever.
ship.
I can never pronounce them.
Yeah.
Vashkas are on top of the ship.
Skanyas.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yes. It has a skull.
Thank you. As you make it along, you see that there is a boat that doesn't look like any boat that you've necessarily seen. It seems to be that the bottom is some sort of warped metal. It seems to be mithril, meant to be light. And on the top is a dome of glass.
Oh, that's really
And there's plants around the inside of the ship.
I'm into this.
He leads you on. This is the Garden of the Sea. It will be taking you down. It'll allow you to see everything as well as provide you with air. It's actually a non-magical vessel. So,
Dope.
meant to prevent any type of deterrent by those who would refute magic, divine or arcane. Feel free to take a seat. Give this note to the gentleman at the top and he will show you to your board.
Thank you so very much.
You're welcome. Anything for Catriona. And he leaves and you are left before the Garden of the Sea.
Will we be taking this vessel back up at the end?
I suppose it depends on if it's there. Either way, the note that I gave you will provide you passage on a reputable ship.
Excellent, thank you.
As he leaves, you have a moment to actually look at the ship, and you see that the mithril has been carved and warped to actually look like the earth. And you see that there are, at the base, beetles, earthworms that are carved into it. And then as you move up, you see that there are progressive layers of this garden. You get to the grass, small animals. You get up to plants with flowers and bees. And as you progressively move up, you get into the trees where you see larger creatures. You see a forest, animals within it. And as you get to the glass, you see that there's actually carvings of butterflies, birds, dragons.
Karen, look. It looks like Barney.
Yay.
I'm sure he's fine.
And then it just kind of fades up into a starry sky. And as you get to the front of the ship, there's a gentleman kind of almost guarding entry into the ship.
Would I have any idea how to address this gentleman? You know, knowing ships, knowing the way they work, and...
It would be... This isn't... You haven't really been on a ship this nice.
No, I've never. Absolutely
Let
not.
alone a ship this nice reputably.
No, definitely not. But, you know, just
You would
like...
assume politely and...
Okay.
My friend always said when I'm talking to the sailor, say ahoy.
Oh,
I don't know if that's right or not, but ahoy.
Ahoy!
boy.
You see him just kind of chuckle. He looks in there.
Ah,
I
yes.
do not say.
Um,
Just trying to talk to that.
He just kind of waves someone over and you see a gentleman who's not...
I'm being a dick to myself.
He's not a butler, but he's definitely not meant to scrub the deck. He seems more of like a guide. Says if you could show them to suites 1 through 6. 6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah.
And
3, 6.
is there... It says that there's possibly 7. Is there anyone else joining you?
No.
No,
Yeah.
there's 6 this
Okay.
time. Sorry for the inconvenience.
No, it's just fine. Just want to make sure everyone is involved. He takes you across the deck of the ship and you see that there's actually grass. There's some type of turf on here. And he opens up these glass doors and takes you down and you see that everything is very well lit. There seems to be piping leading along the sides and you realize it's oil leading to small lamps. And it just lights it and they seem to have something inside it that makes the flames white as opposed to red. So everything has a very friendly, homey glow. There's no wood on the ship, it's all crafted metal, but it's all very warm. There's no artificial coldness in this location as you touch the metal. And it's all smoothed over, so you could walk here comfortably when you could walk without shoes and have no fear of splinters. Everything is meticulously clean, but it doesn't feel sterile. It feels homey.
Interesting.
Who created this ship?
The ship was... It was one of the last kings of Talfrayat actually commissioned this ship for undersea exploration. And it was actually the first vessel created to take people below the sea in an environment that was non-magical.
Interesting.
If you're interested in more, we could tell you and give you a tour of the ship later, after we set off.
Absolutely.
It's quite amazing.
I've never been on a ship like this before, and I've lived on the ocean my whole life.
Most people haven't. It's actually quite a marvel, truly. Something that can travel beneath the ocean and survive the pressure without the aid of magic. It's actually... I think there was one of the last wizards of Talfrayat, Ifrit, actually assisted in the creation of this ship.
I would have imagined druids, but that's pretty cool.
The crafting of this was aided with magic, but it's self-sustaining. He takes you down and you see that all of the doors seem to be made of glass and mithril. It's all very open. They seem to want to cultivate a feeling of not being trapped. There's a lot of plants in the ship and it seems that all of the glass is strategically placed to actually reach up into the top deck so light can actually reach down here.
Cool.
So as he takes you down to the belly of the ship, you pass through what seems to be a dining area. Again, everything seems to be made out of one piece and crafted. All of the chairs are around. There's a bar, which again fits the same motif, the garden of the sea. There's plants, orchids, some very unique plants that you haven't seen before, and some, if you've been across lands, currently growing here.
Blood lotus.
No blood lotus. At least not that you see.
Let me see.
You make it down to another layer of the ship and you see it's kind of a lounge. There's a lot of pillows and blankets. It's very cozy and homey. There's actually a wall of books in all various languages. Seem to be different reading levels. There's actually a small section that you see is actually children's books in different languages. It seems languages. They want to cultivate the arts. You pass down, you see a whole array of open doors leading to different suites. Leads you down and you see it gets progressively less doors as you move down. Suites are getting nicer, and as they reach the bottom, there are 7 suites around, and he says, these are your rooms, you're welcome to take whichever one you like. Lady Catriano made sure that you will be fed on your journey, as well as you have access to the entirety of the ship, aside from captain and crew quarters.
Sick.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. If you require any aid, just look for any guide or employee of the ship, and they will make sure that you are taken care of. We will try to meet any accommodation that you require. Just
Thanks.
you need ask, and if we can provide, we will.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks.
He walks up, and these rooms, from what you can tell, are very large.
As soon as he's gone, I go, dibs on number 4.
Keep your
You're
hands
a
open.
4.
Right.
I'll take 7.
I'll take
So,
2.
as each of you walk into your respective rooms, you realize that there's portholes all along the side, and they're very long. They're not even portholes, they're basically bay windows that you can see out into the sea, but there seems to be like a knob, and as you pull it, there's almost bars that move up to seal off the window, and there's actually bars right by the door, and you realize as you can open it, you can create an entirely open glass view from the outside to the inside and create a very large open space, but still can raise it up to maintain your privacy. Everything in here is lavish, to say the least. Everything here is mithril and glass.
I don't care
There,
what.
there are several, almost a dozen pillows on each bed, different blankets, different materials. They try to be accommodating and give you options. There's a big bathing space in each one with a basin. There seems to be some type of water boiler that's in place that actually goes down to whatever is propelling the ship and actually funnels up to heat each of the water spaces.
Nice. I don't really care about much of the way of fancy nature, so I'm just gonna go sit by the port window and.
Make it to the port window. There's small knobs on the metal piping that you saw, and there's gas lamps throughout your room that go up to not a crazy amount of flame, but just enough that it'll light up the room comfortably. And again, it all has that white light as opposed to the red light that you would normally expect from flames. You'll explore your rooms, make yourself comfortable.
Done.
I'm just gonna sit by the window for a while and watch the ocean.
Sybil, can you come here for a minute?
Yes, of course.
Does
Yes,
my
we
coffin look weird in here? Should I leave that?
No, darling. They want you to be comfortable. If you're comfortable in your coffin, you take your coffin and sleep in your coffin.
How's your room?
It's lovely. I'm not sure if I like sailing, but I suppose this is very nuts.
Rook and Zampe move over to the rooms and just... I'm still sleepy.
You two go to sleep. We'll wake you up in a while.
And you see the bars of mithril fit together. Not any breadth of light could make it between these pieces.
The crabs are back to finish the job!
It's okay. I always come back.
The crab man is tapping at the window.
Travel safely.
Sebastian, no!
Alright. Is there anything you guys would like to do?
No,
Alright.
I just want to sit and watch the ocean.
The ship... You don't even notice that you're moving at first, because it's so smooth, and kind of glance out the window and you just glance back in the room, and as you look back you realize that Telfrayad is off in the distance.
Oh my.
And you watch as the ship, the water level almost seems to move up across the ship, and a gentleman comes down and kind of raps at a piece of metal, and it kind of rings into each of the rooms. If you want to see us descend, you should come to the top of the ship.
Done and done.
Oh my god, we're sinking!
go straight for it. Yeah.
Make it up to the top. It's a very intuitively designed ship. It's definitely you could find your way about here easily. Survival check of 2.
Hold on to the back of Darren.
You make it up to the top and you see that they're pulling shut the glass and the mithril. They do a small crank and it goes up and seals up against the glass. And you watch as you start to descend and the water starts to crest over. And you see this shimmering light as it starts to break through. And as you start to descend, the light pierces through the clouds of the sun. And you start to see fish and other ocean life is moving around you. And as you start to descend lower, you realize that you're just maybe a dozen feet above the bottom of the ocean. And you see the seaweed moving through and the various creatures living in there. Some of them looking a little more frightening. You see some large shells, a couple remnants of fishing boats. Nothing that seems particularly abnormal. And you start to descend deeper and deeper, and the light starts to recede a little, and they just float you out, and you realize that there's small bubbles on each side of the ship of glass, and one of the gentlemen leads you over and it's like you can actually see there's an ocean shelf, and you'll be able to see all beneath the ocean as far as the light can go.
How many people are on this boat?
You see on deck there's probably 40, 50 people, but being down in the nicer suite, it seems like they've kept you somewhat separate.
Cool.
And as you start to descend, you go for several hours, and there's chairs that people have brought out to the deck so you can sit and enjoy it. They leave the lamps barely lit so you can enjoy the sunlight as it drifts through, and after several hours you see the edge of the cliff that they were speaking of, and it just descends into deep ocean darkness. And you see a sea turtle going off on one side, larger than any that you've seen before. Probably the size of the ship.
Oh dear God.
He looks like his name would be Filbert.
And it descends.
That's what we'll call it now.
Filbert,
Filbert.
Is there anything you guys would like to do?
I just
During
want
part of
to
the
fuck
ocean
the
journey.
chairs. I just want to lay flat on the deck and just watch
Yeah, in the
this
grass, man.
Right.
Let's do it.
Alright, you all
For like
lay on the
ever.
grass.
Grass.
I'm
And
gonna
no
sit
one-
in
We've
that
been for
chair.
several hours, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna find a cavern.
No, I'm just staying here to watch
All
it
right.
all.
So, everyone else is laying on the grass. No one gives you any sort of abnormal look for doing so. They just remove the chair that they offered you and take it
Thank you.
wherever it goes. They come out and offer you water, food, books.
Oh, I guess so.
Just
So
turn
you-
my
you're-
nose at books
you
with
head
my
down
film for
to
To the
everyone.
tavern, and you see that there's actually several people staffed in there, and as you walk down, can I help you, sir?
Yeah, what's the best kind of ales?
Well, we have a wide variety. Is there anything in particular? Any particular origin?
No, give
Flavor?
me something interesting.
Interesting.
Yeah, surprise me.
Are you adventurous?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah.
You see them reach down and they actually pull up what seems to be a small cask,
Yes, please.
and they tap it right there in front of you. And you see this deep red ale fill the glass and start to froth, and they stop just before and they pass it to you,
Thanks.
and you sip it, and it goes smooth like caramel and then starts to heat up as there's cinnamon and cedar and hickory.
Now what do you
That's-
call this?
Dragon's fire.
Oh, that's fucking cool and up there. So like, how much, on a scale of like 1 to 10, how much do you like your job?
I would say a 10. They pay us well.
Wow.
Anyone who is rude on this ship is not kept on it.
Kick right the fuck up.
Oh, I'm not gonna last long.
And they will be
Cannons.
banned from the ship. But
Do you just like eject them out into the ocean?
no, we wait until we reach port.
Okay.
We do
Gotta
have
be
a
worried
brig,
there
but
for a minute.
it's not often used. It's not something we like to advertise, but there's definitely an expectation of behavior. However, frustrations are understood and taken
Wow.
care of to the best of our ability.
Is this person human?
Mhm.
Okay.
Human, tall, red hair.
Man?
You're not quite sure of the gender of this person. They have hair slicked back, kind of pronounced cheekbones, but also a very strong jaw.
Alright. Is there anyone interesting in here? Interested in looking? Any patrons sitting?
There's a few individuals sitting around. It seems there's actually a couple merfolk off on one side. It seems like most of the people that you've seen around have been merfolk and have chartered this ship back down, you're assuming, to go home. There's some humans, mostly humans, one or two half-orcs, and an Aasimar, but everyone else seems to fit in the traditional profile of Tal Freyat, which is human.
Okay.
It seems kind of like a luxury cruise. Is it like mainly medium to upper crust kind of people? Like everyone's well dressed, well groomed, well
It's
Essentially
maintained?
a first-class international flight.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of thinking.
It is. There's a few people that seem to be less well off. And from what you're gathering, there's some children around, and this is very much a treat. Like, they have scrimped and saved to make this journey. This, from what you gather based off of the staff, this is very easily a several hundred platinum per person.
Am I allowed to take this back up to the upper
You're welcome to
deck?
take it wherever you like.
Thank you.
Just drop your glass.
No.
No.
Just give us your glass to any one of us, and we'll make sure it's taken care of.
Right. Thank you so much.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go back up to where my friends are.
And would any of you want food, beverage?
Yeah, I mean, they're bringing it.
Anything that you're looking for in particular, ma'am?
I don't exactly have the finest of palates. Whatever. It's fine.
What's your favorite?
I like cheese.
Can you bring us some cheese? And some, do you have grapes?
I have grapes, apples, several breads, meats. Would you like just kind
Have
of
you
a
heard of this thing called sliced bread?
Yes.
sliced bread?
I'm going to bring out the bag of sliced bread. Check it out. Open it up from the
Parker's
top.
sliced bread.
It's not
it's not-
witchcraft.
It's Parker's sliced bread.
Go ahead, open it from the top.
Get the
And try a piece.
You don't need to eat an entire loaf of bread to have a sandwich.
You've never needed to do that before.
Do you think
funny
anyone
they
else
have
would want to
pretend,
try it?
You know,
They make it at Toffer out.
oh,
A little kiosk. It's really cute.
does it go bad quickly?
Takes 2 weeks to go back.
Really?
As long as you keep it in the bag. It's very important
And
to stay in the bag.
open it from the top?
Open it from the top.
Interesting.
Here, go share it with everybody that
Go
I
share it
don't
with
see.
everybody.
Share it
remember-
with your friends.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Remember,
Parker's sliced bread.
Could
Parker's
you do
sliced
some
bread.
Parker's sliced bread? You come on. Could you bring us some cheese and fruit and?
Absolutely. Thank you.
You're welcome.
He looks inquisitively at it and walks off, and you see him just kind of talk to some of his...
Parker's sliced bread.
People in
It's not witchcraft. It's Parker's sliced bread.
And you see that there's, after a while, there's several people eating from this sliced bread.
Guys,
Watch in like 3 weeks, we have all of our armor is just like engraved with Parker's sliced
sliced
bread.
See, the nice thing about mine is
Sponsorships.
I don't actually
Yeah,
need to engrave
sponsorships.
it. I have sleeves that could make it look like it was engraved.
Oh no, we're giving you a tattoo.
No,
We have to carve it into our armor. We have to tattoo it on your body.
We
No.
should all get matching tattoos.
It only takes about 10 minutes, and you see
I
this
thought you were going to say to
gentleman
get tattoos.
coming up with what appears to be a tray of various fruits and
Oh god.
a bowl of sliced cheeses and meats, and you see as he sets them down, he kind of presses a button and a telescoping stand pops down, and he sets them.
Oh wow, that's
In the
really
ground.
cool.
If this
Thank
isn't to
you.
your liking, feel free to enjoy. He starts naming all the different cheese,
Oh wow.
the meats. You see that there's a wide variety, some of which the colors are questionable because you've never seen meat that's purple.
Griffin cheese.
What
These-
kind of meat is that?
Oh, it's actually flavored with truffle and seasoned by soaking in red wine.
What kind of meat, though?
Oh,
What animal?
I believe it's bulette.
Bullet beef.
You know,
Bullet beef.
I didn't think I was gonna enjoy somewhere so fancy, but getting used to this fast.
Karen,
It's a bit of a spice to it, so.
purple meat.
What the fuck? As I walk up. Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
What you drinking?
Oh, I went and checked out the tavern. Some nice folk down there. Just wanted a glass of ale. It's like a red ale. It's super cool.
Nice.
Yeah, but what's up with this purple cheese?
Meat. It's meat.
There is purple cheese, though.
Oh yeah.
It goes well with purple meat.
I don't know what up with the purple cheese, but they're purple meat.
Excuse me,
Yes.
the purple cheese. What's that like? What is it?
It's bullet milk.
Yeah, basically.
Bullet milk
Bullet
and bullet
cheese.
beef.
It's
So-
First they milk the bullet, then they
There's
kill
a-
the bullet.
There's a bog that actually has a special breed of pig.
Oh,
And it comes out purple, and as you let it sit and ferment in a way, you start to get this cheese, and it cures into this. It's very smooth, and the flavor lasts a long time, so only start with a little.
An actual bog?
Well, yes.
Where is it?
Oh, it's actually from the continent of Talia. There's a lot of bogs in Talia, so it's luckily the strength of this. It's very difficult to come by, but its potency makes it quite good. I don't know the actual bog. I'm sorry. It's probably a trade secret, I'm sure.
Most likely.
there's a lot of bogs out there.
Oh, very many. Some of them where we get our truffles.
Do you know that bogs are not swamps? Nor are they
Marshes.
They're in and of themselves something entirely separate.
I did not know that.
It's a common misconception.
You learn something new every fucking day.
Did you know you can get peat from marshes? And it
Yes.
burns?
And you can make damn good Scotch whiskey.
I've heard people have found very preserved dead people in this.
Some people don't like the peaty flavor. I like peaty.
we're like gathered around this cheese and meat board, and you're like, there's a lot of dead bodies in there. You can make whiskey out of this shit. Back it out, you throw it in the toilet. 2 weeks later, great whiskey. This is why we don't go and have nice things.
I'm gonna eat the bullet.
try
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
it.
eat stuff,
Or the
yeah.
I'm gonna
cheese
bite the
and see
bullet.
if I
Yeah, me too.
know what it tastes.
Bite the
Sure.
bullet.
Roll a percentile die.
19.
Holden rolled
It's not-
103.
You don't recognize this, and you're confident you don't recognize this flavor, but it's very good. Everything on this is very easily an 18, 19, 20 in flavor.
I'm biting the bullet.
Some of it is very refined, and you can tell that if you ate more of it, you would probably enjoy it more. But not all of it's like that, and it seems to be separated in a way that the more common palate will enjoy things of a certain size.
Call me common. Some calling me
Garen's gonna get
trash.
fat, but you know.
I try all of the fancy shit first before eating my own normal food that I understand.
So, who's particularly preoccupied with the food?
Me. me.
Roll a perception check.
I'm not paying attention to anything right
I'm
now.
whining and dining.
Hey, I'm trying to figure out if this
There's
came from
another
my
person
bogs.
staring at me.
You look up as there's a shadow, and what you see above you is a large whale.
Whoa, ouch,
I'm
ouch,
not
ouch.
There's
gonna
just
look
a
up.
whale.
Is it a human center wall?
And you hear,
It's just. Ow! Why do you keep
and
doing
you
this?
hear,
It's pretty amazing.
Does anyone anyone speak whale?
Ha!
I do.
Senpai does.
Oh my god. You tried to speak to the octopus, didn't he? Or was it the squid?
No, it was the
No.
whale.
I know this scared you, but you can let go of my hand now.
He tried to speak to the whale to go talk to the octopus.
He's probably told my hand.
It's okay.
Gotta keep trying.
Does it scare you?
I prefer to be a. My last
a whole
experience
pot
as being
of them.
underneath the ocean didn't
You see
intentionally.
babies.
It's the calves.
It's school babies!
It's the calves.
It's little ones.
Little babies.
There's still like 4 or 5
If you
times
Need
the
me,
size.
I think I'm
any
going to go down and hang out in the
That
bar
one's
for a little
constipated.
bit.
In the bar?
Yes.
Can I come with you?
please. Sure, again.
I'll go with you to the barn, I guess.
And as you start to walk down, you see there's lights off in the distance down in the ocean, beyond where you can see. All you see is a mix of purple and red lights that just kind of seem to be moving.
It's jellyfish. It's the iridescent jellyfish. Or some crazy creature I can't possibly think of.
Everyone roll initiative. No, I'm kidding.
Dun, 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 dun.
I'm just waiting for the moment where one of our rogue and or one of our ex-rogues takes out glass cutters and just cuts glass.
I still have my glass cutters with me. That's one of the unfortunate things they're probably going to take from me.
Well,
You realize it wouldn't go in, it would go flooding everyone out, right?
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah. Because of the way pressure works, everyone will just get fucking.
You guys kind of see in the back of the ship, as the entire thing seems to be coated in glass, there seems to be some type of bubbles coming out the back of the ship. This is not a propulsion method that's very common, as undersea travel is not particularly
This is nuts.
popular.
I haven't been under the water this far before.
You see that there's a faint light in the distance as you started to descend. It's a very slow process. This is basically the speed of a blimp, but underwater.
Are you ready to see the tavern? It's pretty cool.
Sure, okay.
Yeah.
You walk down and you see the tavern I described before. There's more patrons down here, a lot of merfolk moving about very slowly. It's almost painfully slow sometimes as compared to the natural pace that you move.
We're fast walking behind them.
5 feet every 6 seconds. The hallways are wide enough you could walk around, but you almost don't, as it could be rude.
Yeah. It's okay. We take our time.
What do you think so far?
It's quite the experience, no doubt about that.
You seem very timid.
I'm still not quite used to this luxury travel. Ever since we were in a
You're
Diane's
telling
court.
me.
But it's lovely, it really is.
I think Diane is probably on this ship. Wouldn't you agree?
Oh,
She's a
please don't
fancy
joke
lady.
about that.
What? You didn't like her? She gave you so many song cakes.
I did like her, she's a lot. Right
Yeah.
now.
I thought she was gonna force us to stay in her court.
Me too.
Uh,
Last time we were underwater, I didn't actually believe we were going to be able to get out.
me neither.
So this is still a little unsettling. It's going
Yeah.
to take a day or two to get used to, I suppose.
For real, no. Hey, by the way, I'm really sorry about touching your lady bits when we were high.
Merfolk just kind of
Oh, blush. Oh, fine. It's alright. It's
I
alright.
didn't. I went through your chest into space.
Wiggle quick enough.
they go off into a room off the side.
It's just a room closet.
Watch out for the witches.
There's a witch fire.
Witch
It's
fire.
still in there to this day. yourself here. Would you like some tea?
Which one? Every group.
I was told I had to stay here forever, you see. It's a long story. They just didn't let me have an opportunity to bake them cookies.
I was always told
We would've been
I'm
fast
very good at
friends.
making the best of bad situations, so I found to make cozy and comfy in here.
Would you like some doilies? Sorry.
We have an entire subplot. It's quite alright. I know that was quite the experience, and I don't see myself doing it again anytime soon.
Yeah, please don't vomit on me that much again.
I don't
If
think
you can
I've
help
ever-
it.
I don't think I've ever vomited that much in my life. It was quite disgusting.
Yeah.
It might have been because I also sipped that non-alcoholic wine earlier.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
That's how that works, so.
Right. I'm gonna jump over to you two as they're headed down to the tavern. Anything you guys would like to discuss?
I just want to switch
Conversation.
to Elven because I don't necessarily trust who's around us. We're out in the open. What are you thinking, Wiggum?
Speak up just a touch.
What are you thinking, Wiggum?
What's cooking good looking? Waffles?
So, we're here, on the deck, alone.
Don't.
Whoosh!
Brown.
Out of her clothes!
I still love the.
It's like a fly against inside the ship.
I have needs.
And someone
We've been
will
on
eat
this
them.
boat for so long. It's literally been 15
hours.
minutes. So long.
I can't remember the last time I felt the touch of a woman.
Wasn't it like 2 days ago? I can't remember the last time.
It's okay.
I was so drunk.
How
It was sullied by that man.
How you feeling, Wiggum?
Okay. I like it down here. It's quiet and peaceful. I really wish Senpai had taught me how to speak whale.
It's not that hard.
You speak whale?
Mm-hmm.
What are they saying?
They're just talking about their day and where they're gonna go and
They're
how
not
beautiful
eating
the
eaters,
is.
right?
No.
Oh, okay.
Whales don't eat. They eat krill.
That you're just gonna start making up lies.
I thought you said they eat crow. Then my brain was like, that's not right.
Yeah, no, krill.
Oh look, krill!
Oh my god, it ate crow!
And
No,
that's what happened to him when he went on that note.
But
Never did get off games.
I'm really surprised that I opened up to you guys as much as I did.
so am I.
I'm wondering if I should have.
Fair. Valid concern. I don't know.
What are you thinking about?
How much of my life I spent on the ocean and not ever getting to see just how beautiful it is under it. Honestly,
How long did you spend on the ocean?
as long as I can remember. The only memories I have are of living on the ocean. Couldn't tell you. Couldn't tell you where I'm from.
Was it fun?
It was great.
What are your people like? Keep talking about your
Oh,
family.
they're fuckers. Every one of them. But, yeah, they're good people. They,
That's just that they were fuckers.
they are. They're my fuckers.
I know how that goes.
They're pirates. I know that's not much of a surprise, but I'll actually confirm it. I know.
I think the only one who isn't caught up to that is.
Civil.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yep. I'd like to keep it that way.
I like to believe you people are good people.
Well, I'm not.
Well, I'm. Yeah.
I'll tell you I'm not. But, no, they steal what they need. But, they don't take more than that. They don't, cripple anybody from how much they take.
You have the nicest pirates in this world.
Yeah, right?
I mean,
Do you know the Pirate King?
oh, they don't sound familiar. That's concerning me. And I'm terrified that these merfolk are gonna follow through on their threats to try and control the ocean and eliminate all pirates.
I don't think that'll happen.
If it does, I'm taking the fight to them. I'm not waiting.
No, not in this trip, please.
Not on this trip.
This
They
is
haven't
strictly-
done it yet. They don't. I don't know for a fact they're going to, but
Are we speaking in common where other
no,
people-
Elven.
That's what I thought. Holy
Yeah.
fuck. Okay.
No, I specifically said at the very beginning I switched to Elven.
Alright,
Yeah. No. I don't know. I'm also not pleased with the fact that I gotta do this with my own face. Especially when there's someone out there who's using it.
Yeah?
Or fucking with my memory. I don't like either option.
No, okay.
Who knows? Maybe it's locked up time-space continuum. We don't know.
No, I have a pretty good idea of what it is. Meg has a pretty good idea of what's going on, but Cersei's doesn't.
I don't have a time crystal. I want to make new earrings.
I don't understand.
Wiggum's just like, that was a really good joke. Oh, well, fuck.
No one will ever appreciate it.
Not this time.
But,
Yet.
What are you looking for, William?
Do what?
What are you looking for?
Redemption?
Nah.
No, I've done fucked up shit.
Oh no, I'm not doubting that. I just don't know how I feel about redemption.
I want to at least try to be good.
Hey man, if that's what you need and that's what you want, go for it. I'm not gonna stop you.
I don't
I'll
think
help you if I
could
can.
tried.
I mean, I'll help you if I can, but don't know a whole bunch about it myself. I'm not a good person, and I'm okay with that.
Everyone has their way.
I don't know how I ended up tangled up with Miss Righteous.
Money. And hormones.
Yeah.
Pretty much. I think,
That warm, tingly feeling in your belly.
No, south of the belly.
It's actually pretty much disgust, and I'm disguising it differently.
Pretty much the entire.
I think you just kind of
Dislust,
want
I
to see.
think.
I want to see what makes her tick, and see if you can make her tick.
You know, I make fun of her a lot, and I have at it a lot. But she's hot, don't get me wrong. But
I am fired.
she's more of a hit it and quit it, you know? She would never, but like she's more of a hit it and quit it than like stick around.
I don't know. She's got a good point.
Fair. She's not something I understand, and that scares me.
Makes it interesting now.
That it does.
Makes it fun, which is one of the 3 conditions.
One of the 3.
As you guys
So
are
far-
talking, people come up and are refilling your drinks and walk off with empty glasses, not paying attention. What seems to be your conversation, whether or not they understand your language, they just walk off.
I'm gonna sit up and look around, see if anybody is paying attention to us.
I don't necessarily care enough.
The ominous music is playing, so it must be.
Yeah. Just roll a 4.
You're a 4!
I'm a 4!
You willingly chose with
It's not the 4
I know,
Pirate Kings,
that's why I
it's
did.
the
4
4's Pirate
Pirate
Kings.
Kings.
They're all a 4.
The entire ship is pirate kings. All 50 of the passengers.
But they're all 4s.
But they're all 4s.
Yes.
How did they take all of my chasm money? How can I give it back? Is anyone paying attention?
Doesn't seem to be. They seem to be more admiring the ship and the view.
There's a distance between all of you, so if they are paying attention or trying to listen, they're probably not doing a good job unless you guys are talking loudly.
You know who I really like? Garen.
I do
He's
too.
strange.
No.
I like him.
How is he strange?
You mean the world's most just... It's not quite naive, but it is.
Endearingly innocent.
Yes, that.
Cinnamon
To be
rolls.
fair, compared to all y'all, I have like a dog's lifespan, so
Yeah.
I'm a simple ass creature.
I know, but I like you.
You're like the mascot.
Y'all
dog
are
of our
so profound.
Our innocent cinnamon bun.
I like him.
I do too.
I think he brings a levity that sometimes lacking.
Yeah.
And you know, forces me to care, which I don't always do.
Thanks.
Hey, am I talking to you right
Sick burns.
now? Have I been talking to you this whole time? Are you the first person to know anything about my faces?
Gotta pop some.
Only because you thought it was fucking nuts and wouldn't remember the next day.
No, actually, I didn't realize you were fucking nuts until a lot later.
It comes and goes. Comes in waves.
Yeah,
You can generally tell.
well, realized dwarves were one of your interesting points.
I've never seen a dwarf with that much hair.
Here it goes again.
I don't know that I ever wanted to see that
I
much of
don't
that dwarf.
think I do either.
No.
Side note, when we say that she's fucking nuts, you don't want to see the pile of walnuts in her room.
The shells get uncomfortable after a while, but
Ouch.
They come out smooth.
Oh, God. Oh,
drop it, spit it out.
no.
There's nothing in my mouth.
Spit it
Oh,
Sorry I derailed that.
out. You know what you did.
Oh, no.
No, it's supposed to be over here, Cooper, not here.
Okay, it's right
no,
here.
it's just
Right here.
getting closer. It's,
It's
the
right here.
migraine is
Cooper,
just
Cooper,
centering in
Cooper.
the middle of my
It's right
face.
here.
Just right here, honey.
Sarah is actually been keeping you company. Kind of a permanent hair ornament.
Just kind of hangs on me. It's okay. I look like
Sarah
a
actually
clown,
takes
but-
off at some point and lands on a flower.
There you go, Sarah. Make yourself comfy.
Back to you guys.
To us?
Yeah.
Oh.
If you guys wanted, or had any more you wanted to share.
I trust you. Don't ask me why, I don't know. But I trust you. I like you. You're crazy, and I appreciate that.
At times.
Yeah. You're your own kind of crazy, and it's, you know,
It
it's
works for me.
refreshing.
I trust you too. And I also trust Sybil and Garen.
It's not that I don't trust Sybil, but I don't understand Sybil. I trust Sybil to know what the right thing to do is. I trust Sybil to not get us blatantly killed.
I don't think she will.
Well, I mean, like, if she's the one that stumbles into a trap or something and it explodes, I'm not gonna blame that shit on her either, you know?
No.
No, you can.
But,
She literally tripped on it.
It was literally staring at her. It was a monster and was literally staring at her. She didn't see it.
but, I wouldn't blame her
She
for that
walked into
shit,
that.
but, like, I just don't get her, you know? She fascinates me because she's so
Sparkly.
good
No.
all of the time.
I don't know how she does it.
It's exhausting.
Does the carpet match the drinks?
Goes
Okay.
through your head.
Did you have to use walnuts?
But I trust you.
Hazelnuts.
And, I mean, you said it earlier. I asked you where you're from, you said, says the girl with 15 faces. I promise you this. If you ask me a direct question, I will not lie to you. I'll lie to everybody else. Don't get me wrong. But if you ask me a direct question, I won't lie to you.
And I'll try not to lie to you. There's a lot I don't know.
That is the next thing I was gonna say. I can't guarantee I won't lie, but I will tell you the truth to the best of my knowledge.
I understand completely. I think I'm gonna head downstairs and try to learn a couple new spells.
I'm gonna just watch the ocean.
Fair.
I'm home. But not quite.
Yeah.
It's like I'm in the basement of my house that I never knew existed.
Just don't try to go upstairs, hon.
Who put this here? When did they put this in my home?
Like this
Now you know how Zempe felt.
It's like still in my house.
It's exactly
But
like
like-
something.
I'm now under it. But I get to go in mine.
I just like that analogy. Who put this in my house? When did we get this? It was always there. No! Oh, dude, fuck.
It's like a basement you knew was there, but you never got to go into, and then you just get to go into the basement. And it's just like a
Or a
really
sex
nice wine
dungeon.
cellar. Don't
guys-
ruin my metaphors!
Oh, come on. Mohini would have a sex dungeon in her house.
I mean,
But that shit gets used a lot.
but only consensually.
Gimp suits.
No.
So,
Only
say
consensually.
I said I was going downstairs to learn a couple
Okay.
spells.
Anyone have anything else they want to do?
No.
I want to get milk
You get milk.
from the bar.
You want purple?
Yes.
Yes.
I want pink milk.
This is my friend, Cerebral. I don't know why I'm getting your names mixed up. Synapses firing.
Do you have milk?
What?
She
We have
wants
many
milk.
milks.
Oh my.
Do you want a high fat content, low fat content? I have to warn you, if you get above usually
Let's
15 or something, it kind of is thick.
Let's get low fat.
It's almost water. Like you can see through it.
That's just no fat.
That's skim.
Let's get high fat.
He hands you a cup of cottage cheese.
Oh my god. Can we get like normal, like middle ground type of milk for her?
It just splashes everywhere.
Oh.
That's
Thank
That's,
you.
There's no.
that's my
Let's
face.
just-
That's my face.
And just kind of wipes, and you just see all the milk just. It's almost like a ShamWow.
Is there any on me? Any more? Felt a few driplets.
Just kind of takes this rag and just puts it near you, and it. You see it pull all the water off of you.
Oh, that's cool.
It's very handy.
Yeah.
No. So are you looking for something with a particular flavor?
Something sweet.
Strawberry milk, 17.
I'm gonna tell you, it's different, but try it. You taste vanilla.
Ooh. Get.
We took a vanilla bean and we crushed and milked an almond. Very long process.
Okay. That's really fucking good.
It's actually not really milk. It just looks like it.
Oh, sorry.
It's wonderful. Thank you.
You're welcome. I'll just take these
Can I
and get rid of those.
1, 2, please? Thanks.
Double fisted ale and milk.
No, I finished my ale. I finished my ale.
Curdling inside
I'm
the stomach.
pretty sure I finished the ale in quite a while. If we were looking up
Yeah.
at the sky for like hours.
Alright. Anything else anyone else would like to do?
Cheers.
To getting back to dry land
Yeah.
and doing what we need to do.
Which would be what?
I don't know. I still don't know why you need to go to where you need to go.
Oh, you mean to Mariona?
Yes.
Well, Sybil. It's complicated.
That's all right.
But we'll get there. We'll get there when we get there.
You just tell me when you want to, my friend. Drinking milk at a bar on
All
a
right.
5-star cruise with your buddy. We're like bros.
My brother!
My brother!
It's weird when you say it.
And with that, that's where we're going to end it for tonight. Thank you all for joining us for our very story-driven cruise.
Expect more of this.
There will be more.
At least for a little while.
We'll get the other two the opportunity to examine and explore the ship, and then we'll probably move things forward.
Zempe will probably be locked in a closet somewhere.
I'll be gone for most of next game, but I'll be back by the end of it. So.
Anyone have any questions, comments, concerns that I may not, or will not answer?
Are we all gonna die?
That
Maybe.
is in your hands.
Yes.
Can I make a new character?
So we're all going to build new characters tomorrow.
Yo, you know what we're doing.
What?
It was Cooper's idea. That was the most dope thing in the
You
world.
guys are going to be a Siamese twin. One's a tiefling and one's an
Oh, yeah,
not
no,
Siamese, but
I.
we're
You
gonna-
guys are going to be Siamese.
we
That
are
was
gonna
my
be-
idea. I'm
No,
retconning my
twins.
idea. You guys are going
We
to be
are gonna be
Siamese. You guys
twins.
have to be connected at
Yeah,
some point.
I can be the tiefling.
I'll
Those
be
are
the
conjoined.
Asmar.
Yeah, hell
Isn't that
yeah.
the same thing as a Siamese twin? What's a Siamese
Is it?
twin?
Siamese twin is attached.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
Siamese
like,
is a
isn't it
conjoined
the same
twin.
thing then?
Yeah, conjoined twin is the
Yeah, you're going to be a
That is
conjoined.
like
I think
one of the
conjoined is technically the
wonderfully
proper
recent
I
term.
know.
songs.
You're
That is
gonna be a
unfortunately
conjoined twin.
catchy and wonderful.
I.
We are gonna be fraternal twins.
If
I
we
love
all
it.
okay, I think we should make a pact right now. If it's ever a TPK where we all die together,
We all come back as bards.
Yeah!
It's a party.
A party!
our D&D game or our Pathfinder game is actually just a band. Like we're just a
But
band.
no, we all have
It's,
different
uh,
styles.
I was going to say,
Can I be the
each,
insult comic?
we each get to pull a card.
I want to be
Colton will
folksy.
put all of our names in a hat,
Country music.
and we will draw names. We can't draw our own, and we get to pick what character that person plays.
And
We
I
don't have to pick their
lost
personalities, but we
my
just pick their
bars.
race and their class.
And I
I
lost
think Kate needs
my
to be the
cards.
bard who's
And I
like so
lost
over.
my
Just because like your
second
humor would make this
horse, and I
amazing.
lost my
You need to be the
second
bard who's
wife,
so over all of
bum,
their shit
Don't know what
that
happened
they're
in the
just
first
like,
one.
fine.
Lottie dottie dottie, your mama knows karate, but
bum.
ow.
She
Yeah, and that's all of your spells always.
How about this? Can we at least do a one-off where we build characters for each other?
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm down.
Because I think it would be a super clusterfuck and be really fucking funny.
It would be really
It would.
funny.
We can do that at some point. I'm more than happy to do that.
Someday.
Yay!
That'd be really funny.
That'd be awesome.
Alright.
I would love that.
Well,
I will play any character that's put in front of me.
Yeah, and you do
Peter
really well.
Normial.
Kid, don't yell now.
Alright, well,
at the ends.
we will see you all next week.
Peace!
Thanks,
Bye-bye.
bye.